and then apparently we leveled up to level 7 after the miscellaneous stuff that happened in the hallway.
No, I was just about to comment. I'm not hearing you at all. Yeah, I can hear me. We just can't hear you. Okay. Yep, like totally professional streamer here, taking over Sammy D's stream because she's having some more technical issues with her mic. Hi, I am not Sammy D.
I know it's
welcome. Welcome to Swords and Stuff, episode 5. We're doing stuff, apparently. This is a really cool system. It's really weird hearing myself in my own headphones. It's throwing me off doing this. No, let's do that. Yeah.
Hey.
Please do your own lines.
Hey, guess what? It's me, Sammy D. And now we got the technical difficulties out of the way because, of course, that's what the D stands for, is technical difficulties. The T is silent because I take blockers for T.
Welcome to Technical Difficulties with Sammy D. This is NPR.
Yeah, let's kick off with an HRT joke and get straight into Swords and Stuff, but not without introducing my lovely friends who have joined me once again for this show that we put on. Replace with any word you'd like. Where are we going to start today? I'm going to roll. I was going to say I'll roll a D4, but I don't have one of them. But I have a D12 because this is D12GO.
Really?
Yeah, I do. I'm going to arbitrarily number you in a way that you will not know. Amy, the dice have called for you. How are you doing?
Sorry, was that me?
Yeah, it's you. I rolled a 6, and that means it's you.
Of course I'm a 6. Of course I'm right in the middle.
Yeah.
I'm Amy Ward R. I'm having real brain issues today, so it's going to be a great day. We are not processing anything at the moment, but hey.
Yeah.
I am playing Cascade Coral. She is a sea folk light mage. She does cool stuff with water. She's always wet. Joke intended. She has squid tentacles for hair. Take one of that, what you would.
Yeah. Right. Next up. Since it's a D12 and it divides lovely into the remaining people.
D12 is great for picking through 4 people.
Yeah, it's amazing. It's one of the most amazing things. Hey, Chaos, it's up to you now. Because I rolled a 5.
Oh, so I'm the odd one out? Is that how it's going to go?
No.
I am the odd one out. Greetings from the Pacific Northwest.
Yay, the Pacific Northwest.
In the afternoon on Friday here.
Some of my favorite people are there.
I'm playing Kale Mooney Fox, the celestial fox with the purple tail and the purple ears, who likes to zoom around and cause mischief and hates the sun. Because the sun is stupid. Remember, kids, the sun's stupid.
The sun is stupid. Down with the sun. Viva la revolution. We have...
Sunsets are pretty. So the down of the sun, yes, sunsets are pretty. So it's going away.
I rolled another 5. That means it's Severin. Hey, how's it going, Severin?
Hello. The consistency of the dice rolls, oh my god.
I rolled 3 5s at the beginning of the game just to see where I was sitting out of 5 dice. So, can be an interesting one for me.
Oh, if this keeps going, it's going to be just a very fun session. I'm a stand-up comedian based in Whanganui, Aotearoa. I'm also on the Fate of Eisen podcast. On this here joint, I'm playing Magnus... I should know my character's name by now. Magnus Bella, who's a Minotaur inventor. Back to you in the studio, Sammy.
Hey, it's me in the studio. It's just my bedroom. It's fun in here. I am going to roll a die to determine the last person to talk. I rolled a 7. Hey, Lyndon. Yeah, if I got a 13, though, just imagine,
that would
or
be
edge.
a clear signal.
Yeah, that'd be... Hey, Lyndon, how's it going?
Hi.
I'm Lyndon. You can find me on the internet here, and in the chat for a couple of other things. Gradually cropping up in what do you call them, warm-up games for the Yes and Charity stream happening in August.
Yay.
Otherwise, you might just randomly bump into me in Lower Hutt or Wellington. Hi. Yep.
Hey.
Oh, and I'm playing Mordakian Edgeblade, who is a black-robed human-esque figure with a sharp teeth and claws, really, and increasingly not all there in the sense of periodically phasing out of physical reality.
Yeah, I love this character development. You're just becoming the shadow. You are the night. Or some such.
As I say, it's a great arc for him going from edgy to spooky.
Yeah. That's the development arc we all want in life. I'm currently in the cat girl phase of my life. I can see this one going for a long time. So hey, it's me. You know who I am. We're playing D12GO today with the Swords and Staff campaign, and the last time we saw our valiant.
Before we go, we did have a technical request from Smalt to turn up all the players. Apparently, we're very quiet in comparison to you. I don't know if it was seen. I just want to point it out.
I
before you
didn't
start
see
going.
it. I'm never streaming.
Thank you for pointing that out.
That's why I watch it. Thank you, Smalt, for letting us know.
Hey,
Also,
Smalt,
hi, Smalt.
how's it going? Thank you. How's everyone else sound now?
Hello.
We all need to talk so that we...
Well, let's testing
we all
volume.
looked at each other.
Yeah.
Or should we go and lower the voice and do a calming soothing? I'm too low for
And
this.
of course, you need to hear how I am to see if we're all good in comparison. I don't know. I've turned you all up a bunch.
Just make us do some dice rolls.
Yeah.
Let me try my mic up over there as well. Okay.
See if I can roll a 5.
Okay. Well, we'll wait for Smoke to come back and tell us how things are going. And
I rolled a 5.
of course you did.
In
the
Lyndon
world.
needs a sound check.
Hey,
Lyndon,
Lyndon.
please.
Lyndon needs a sound check. Hey. 2, 2, 2,
I also rolled a 5.
2, 1. Actually, it's 1. 1.
No, the number is
1.
5 today. 5.
Oh,
No.
5.
I mean, I rolled
Five.
a 1.
This T12GO is brought to you by the number.
Hey, I know that name.
Everyone sounds good. Everyone's good. Also, hi, Dai.
Everyone's
Hi,
good.
Di. We got all the friends coming
Yay.
in.
Thank you for helping
Everyone's
us with
good.
that. We did have some
Yeah.
mic issues to begin with, so thank
We
you.
had, fuck Mike. God. When we last saw our adventurers, I'm not sure you're heroes yet. You're definitely adventurers. Well, I mean, you've done some things. It's
some heroic thing.
you have done some heroic things. You did
One
save
could
kids.
argue.
You saved kids, and you shot.
Saved a wolf area.
Yeah,
The wolf area got pretty beaten up, but
Yeah,
nonetheless,
especially
we
when you
defeated
shot
the
half of
monster.
the wolf up the butt of the octopus.
Yeah.
You
It's
then
like
venture.
SpongeBob meme, like, we saved the city.
that's pretty. That's a
That's
pretty
valid,
hero
yeah.
thing to do.
It
Really,
is a
is
hero
destroy
thing.
the city in order to save it.
Yeah, that's 100% hero activities. So yeah, we stopped the bad guys, but everything's destroyed. But you're welcome. You all went through some tunnels. You ended up in the dungeons at Midvale Castle, at the under the standing orders of Garvis Trent, the standing lord and king of the realm of Midvale. You broke out of jail, and then because you're all so edgy, because half of you are so edgy, you followed a shadow hag into her shadow realm for a shadow duel, and you all managed to survive. Some of you by the skin of your tentacles. I don't know.
The scale of your fins.
The scales of your fins. There we go. Though I don't think fins have scales on them specifically.
Yeah, let's just
Error of
move
your
on.
Minotaur.
Depends on the kind of fin, I guess. let's keep going. So you have all been dropped back out into the hallway of the dungeons of Midvale Castle. You are mostly okay. Some of you aren't. Some of you are feeling pretty rough and have just been fed one of the potions from the lovely spring that you wandered past in the caves. It's not a potion. It's just a really good bottle of mineral water. You've got plenty of healing. Potions are overrated. We find a very bedraggled Cascade recovering from having been laid low by the Shadow Hag.
I don't like the shadows.
Wow.
One day you'll embrace the darkness.
Way to yuck my yum.
I don't think we should hang around here. Like, I think just everything in this castle is wrong, and I don't like it, and I want to go back to the lake.
Okay, yeah, that's fair.
Maybe we should try to get out and find the lake then? Is there a lake near here?
CBD here, but it's not where we need to go. We need to go and find that the wizard, the guy making the magic-y stuff. That's why we're here. This is the whole point of this.
The crazy guy.
The one with the really awful name.
And sightseeing and touring. We've seen the lovely ambassador suite, apparently. It had this stupid sunbeam that let it through.
Can I try to use... I don't want to use my instant cleanse because it's like a quick in-battle type situation. Can I try and do a dice roll heal on myself, please?
Absolutely. Do a deep cleanse, if you will.
I don't know if the barrel of water will help. We have a barrel of water. You just soak in it if that helps you heal.
I just use the last little bit of the mineral water and just start giving myself a facial with it. I get a +8 to this roll. I'm presuming it's bond.
It is a bond roll, yes, as you try and play your magics.
17.
You recover 4 limit damage.
Heck yeah!
As you take a bit of time and a bit of moment there and wash away the pains.
I feel much better now.
You definitely look much better.
Magic! Alright. Power of water!
There's only one important question. How is Tuna doing?
Better than you. Tuna's having a great old time.
I don't have a chicken, but I do have an octopus unicorn.
Jimbo.
Okay.
It's close. It's tough.
That is Jimbo.
I'm kind of imagining...
probably Jimbo more than Tuna.
I have an octopus there, but it's on the other side of the room.
Tuna and the fairy sipping tea. I just imagine them in the corner sipping tea, waiting for the stupid, silly people to come out of the shadows.
Baby chicken with a little claw stuck out.
Yeah.
Just a little cup of tea. Just a little cup of...
the fairy there with them, just sipping away.
Yeah,
little tea party.
Truly the wisest of the party is this baby chicken.
Talking smack about the rest of the party for how dumb we were to follow this obvious trap.
Oh, absolutely.
Alright.
Alright.
So, Amie is having a mind block, but Cascade would remember. Was the wizard actually in the castle? I feel like they were maybe in a tower or something. Was that right?
They've got a tower somewhere. It's in the town of, or near the town of Midvale, not in the castle. This is you heard that they have a tower, and so you must proceed
in the town.
that.
So we need to escape the castle.
Yeah.
Let's get the heck out of here.
Now try to listener here. Use some senses to try to figure out. Or wait, what's the equivalent of survival in the d12GO? Is it senses, using your surroundings and your ability to try to find a way out or find a path?
So
brains or senses?
Senses is going to be for gathering things around the in the world around you. So it's probably the most likely one for you. You're going to be inferring the layout of the castle by the architecture and the breezes and stuff like that, and
Yeah, so what I
how
can do is
much you can smell that
and
filthy
especially listen
sun
carefully
outside.
if we hear. Yeah,
Yeah.
okay. Especially if we hear any guards. I'm gonna try to hear any guards. We'll try to figure out a way, maybe around another out of here.
Absolutely. So why don't you kick us off by giving a senses roll?
Do I still see the stupid sun?
At the moment you're in the dungeons, it is going to become an issue for you as you start moving through the castle, and that is what you're presently doing.
Yeah, so it's a +2 either way. If I either stay calm or a bit more darker, or point at the stupid sun and laugh at it and just sigh and.
Yeah, you start off calm, and it's going to be pretty
First
stupid
roll.
sun soon.
That is a total of 11.
Of 11, fantastic.
So not terrible.
Yeah, no, you keep a keen ear out as you start proceeding through the castle. The dungeons soon give way to opulent hallways with tapestries on the walls and thick rugs lining the floors. It's kind of a little over the top, to be honest. Like, you get out of the dungeons and you're straight into carpeted hallways. There's no one even around.
I give the fairy a piece of charcoal and say, "Have fun."
Yeah, it's pretty soon. There's sketches and drawings, a line leading directly to your escape route as you leave vandalism in your wake. But that's okay. That's not the problem for now. Hey, you other three, how are you helping with the escape process?
I think Magnus would, instead of senses, use the kind of brains to figure out the most logical way to get out. Draw on, like, castle wisdom, I guess.
Castle wisdom.
Is castles a kind of farming?
A castle is just a farm of royalty.
I was going to actually ask this because I have established that Cascade is an ambassador. And
Yeah.
while technically our buildings under the ocean are a lot different, maybe
They're
I can use my
wetter.
knowledge of... Yeah, well, obviously.
Yeah.
Everything's wet down there. But to use my knowledge of the more formal places to, like, okay, this is kind of the tradition of, this is the formal greeting area, this is like where the reception room is, this is where the meeting rooms are, so the entrance might be over this way.
Yeah. Okay. So use your you can use your ambassadorial skills to pull in that information and help lead through.
Brains?
With brains, yes, and you will actually have a +3 because you've got people. You've got Cal keeping an ear out.
And would that be the power of the ocean? Because I'm literally
No,
using my ocean knowledge.
It's a building. This one's too dry.
Super shot.
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, I still get a +7.
Yeah.
So, and that's a 10 for another 17.
Fantastic. That's an excellent result. So we've got some. You wanted to use your farming skills there. Did you, Magnus? Because I can
Do
work
it.
that.
Do it.
If you'd let me cheese it by saying that it is kind of ish farm wisdom.
You're farming people in this castle. So it's like, how do you organize people to be the most effective?
Exactly. Royalty are the worst animals.
They really are. There is the opportunity to take a shortcut through the servants' quarters, through the kitchens, and there will be external access through there because
Kitchen garden is Magnus's favourite terrain.
Yeah. It's more that the people in there are a little more of the land than the uppity nobles in the rest of the castle. And so I'll allow you to use your farming as more of a, good old down to earth, one of them sort of things.
I'd imagine there are people that deliver food into the castle kitchen.
Yeah, absolutely.
And they may or may not be farmers.
They may or may not be.
That is an 8.
That is an 8. Fantastic. You also had a +3 on that because of arbitrary rules that have been written down in front of me here.
Then that's an 11.
Excellent. That is lovely. You schmooze your way through the servants' quarters. You pick up a meal on the way through as well. There's some. They've got some plates all ready to go out. They made extra. There's always extra, and there's always far too many leftovers. And so they let you grab some plates. So as you laden up with bits of roast and food and chicken, roast chicken. It doesn't look like chicken at the moment. It just looks like a pile of meat. You don't know.
Yeah, it could be anything. It could be any bird.
It could be any bird. There are vegetables and all sorts. There's, I don't know, maybe seafood chowder if we really want to get offensive.
Oh God, is it the scene in Little Mermaid where Sebastian is in the kitchen with the chef and I'm just around looking at all these these sea creatures, knowing what they're saying and hearing them and going, "Oh my God, this is my actual nightmare."
Yeah, it might be a little bit like that. No, it's okay. Don't worry.
Get through.
They're all freshwater fish. You don't care about them. You do. I'm not making
Fish
up your character's
are friends,
mind. Yeah.
not.
All water creatures are valid. We don't judge on the origin of your water.
Mordakian, how's it going? What have you got to help us out with here?
I'm gonna try and try and do that Star Wars infiltration thing where you just sort of sneak off around into a corner when someone's coming around and they walk past, or specifically sneak into the shadows.
Yeah. Okay.
Which probably, normally agility. It could be precision if you're trying to time it exactly, or.
I will go with let me see if there's something better that I want.
Do a bond bond roll to see how well you hug the wall.
I'm not going to make him do a bond roll. It'll wind you all up back in jail.
It'll wind some of you back up in jail. Just say it.
I'm not going back to jail.
Make it an agility check and see how you go.
Mm-hmm. Okay. That's a +3 on single digit, but it's an 8, so 11.
11, fantastic.
We're rolling well today.
Yeah, you're doing quite well. You all head out through the servants' quarters and out into the courtyard around the castle. And as you make for one of the sally ports on the side of the castle to try and get out without going through the front gates, you see a patrol coming, and Mordakian pulls a cronk and flattens you all against the wall, and there's just a moment where the theme music just pauses and the guards walk right by. You feel a bit of a flickering as you watch the guards go by. Your vision becomes almost shadowy, and as they depart, the full brightness of the sun comes back, and you make for the door and leave. You find yourself spilled out unceremoniously into a rather bustling alley. The city is actually quite alive now that you're out here. The people are all dressed in finery and in garbs. There's a air of festivity around. There's people wandering around This is not a dry zone. Everyone is drinking on the streets. There is merriment to be had, and you're out in the middle of it. You're in a relatively large metropolis. What would you like to do?
No. Can I immediately start pulling out some of like the shell jewelry and stuff that I have from home, and like not only decorate myself but decorate the party, and just be like, all right, everyone's dressed fancy, best clothes, best impressions.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Kale kind of fluffs up their ears and kind of fluffs up their tail, and that's what they got.
It's daytime as well. It's like,
Ooh.
yeah,
Fluffs up the
early
hood and
afternoon.
Scowls.
Yeah. Everything's just
You
fluffed
just
up.
kind of hunched, everything fun, but no, it's still very fluffy ears. There's holes in the hood
That's
for the ears
right.
to pop up. It's just scowling heavily underneath.
I take a little bracelet and I arrange it on Tuna's fluffy little head with like a big pearl in the middle and like a few like long shells across here. So Tuna has a gorgeous little shell headband, and give them a little scratch. And then, can we see a tower?
You can see an alleyway and a castle wall, and altogether too many people wandering around. No one seems to be paying any attention to you, although.
Do the land folk not have like established pathways like the schools of fish do? Like they all swarm in a cluster, but at least it's all like follow the leader. They all like go in a row and like.
Do those under the sea have drinks that affect vision, clarity, movement?
Oh, no.
What's a drink?
Judgment.
I'm about to have
Substance.
people come to my front door. It's terrifying. I think they might be
Oh,
trying to
no.
sell me religion. I'll be back. Roleplay amongst yourself.
Okay.
Roll Jehovah.
Time to establish more sea law. No, at this point, Cascade would know what an actual drink is. She has
Yeah.
drunk.
Yeah.
But
I'm thinking more of a
yeah.
substance. Oh, well, actually, I agree. It would be more of a substance that's ingested because you live and drink. Is as more
Yeah.
of something, a substance ingested that does the same effect of alcohol, like just
You're talking about the sea fungies. You eat
Probably.
some of the sea mushrooms, and then
Yeah.
you start seeing things, and
See,
colors go swirly.
everybody, all these humans, they're all on that. They're all drinking the clothing
Cool.
that. So they're kind of just everywhere. There is no decorum.
Hey.
There's no decorum among the humans.
Amy, out of character. Technically, if we're being, may I suggest that Magnus leads the way because with your significant bulk, part the seas.
Yeah, I was also just gonna grab someone, shake them, and say, "Where is this big tower?"
I mean, we're in an alley. When we step out, we might also see it, but also a good plan.
Yeah, if we don't see it soon, he's just gonna get impatient.
The DM is away. Time for anarchy. You are absolutely right, Scott. Although, that being
Yep.
said, we are still pretty chaotic when Samsara's here too.
Never should have given us time to plan our chaos.
Oh.
With your height, someone could climb onto your horns and stand up to get a 10-foot plus tall view to see if there's over walls, or we just leave and go find a more open area.
I made that.
I mean-
he's not like that big.
He is compared to Cascade. Cascade's like 4 foot.
Yes, but he can still like fit into buildings.
How
Like he's
tall-
not.
I think Kale's
I
like
feel like-
5'1" or something. Also, it's like
Yeah.
5'2", so quite compared to 7 foot. Yeah, there's a good couple foot distance there. But I'm more than just height, just to be able to see what, or like curiosity, what's with all the merriment. But part of Kale does not really care. The sun is out. Let's just go somewhere where there's no sun.
I could
We need
also
more
ask that.
shadows. Need more shadows. But yes, and we do know that Crazy Gert's somewhere either in town or possibly slightly out of town.
In a tower, that's all we know.
In a tower.
I
So
wonder if I can speak chicken yet.
keep practicing. Who knows? I'll have to ask what the fairy did. I don't know if we got another companion or just the fairy goes off on their own.
I mean, you did make good friends with the fairy, but also they could be still causing chaos in the castle.
The deal was to cause chaos for the king. So
Mm.
they're more than welcome to do what they wish. I think it's fine. Chaos for the
Suppose
kings.
Mordakian might consider trying to acquire some drinks for blending in purposes. I don't know if that's purchasing them or just like
Just grab a
pushing
random
someone
cup. If you
over.
see grab a mug, just grab a random mug and Esther just kind of just hold it,
Oh,
bring it
yeah.
around.
Just
You don't have to-
disappear.
We're in
You
an
have
alleyway,
the
it's
ability
probably-
to disappear. We are in
Probably
an
all
alleyway.
the discards piled up that you can just stand there holding.
Surely.
All I'm picturing is we got to angle Magnus so Magnus is facing the sun, and so the two of us can hide in the shadow. Like we're like following behind in the shadow, trying to stick. Just wherever you
dear.
move, we follow. Depending what time it is, and once it becomes noon, we're screwed. But but then when it gets sun, so the other way, we got to turn Magnus around so this always have a shadow. You're our sundial. You're our
Turning
shadow
into a
dial.
sundial. Yeah.
You gotta follow the
Magnus,
This
sun.
weird
Is it-
implication that he's transparent from one direction.
Does
Exactly.
that mean that you have become a farming equipment? You are your profession.
Your lifelong goal of becoming the farm equipment.
To invent the farming equipment, you must
You must
become
think like the
farmer.
farming equipment.
But we are in a big city. We are in a bigger area. We might actually find a full working blacksmith. If we want to get anything, or pick up or fix or patch anything.
I think just getting on to the
Finding
tower
this
and
crazy Gert.
Yeah.
Gert apparently
A bit
crazy
of,
Gert is supplies all those crazy items. Maybe we can get something from him.
Exactly.
Admittedly, a few more limit points might be handy prior to that.
Yeah, it's true. We don't know.
If we have to go and deal with Jimbo again.
Mm-mm-mm.
Or spawns of Jimbo.
Mm.
I have
mean,
got one.
We just need a "you are here" map. Just show us the stuff. Where's the lake? Where's the tower? Where's the
There
ride?
is a map on page 1, 2, 3 of the D12GO Swords and Stuff module.
Definitely pick up the module, everybody. There's a
I'm gonna pull out my copy of the module and look at the map.
It's actually free to download. It's written by Brad Zimmerman. It is completely free. You can also grab the original rules, which is completely free, featuring artwork by yours truly. Samsara is also a playtester. There's also other expansions like the zombie D12GO expansion, which is Stay Dead, Damn It, which was also played on this channel, was really, really fun. And Samsara was a playtester and helped to write the zombie rules for when you get bitten on that one too. Yeah, links in the chat. Look at me doing promo.
Mordakian
It's
takes
well
out
worth
his cell
it.
phone and
It
goes
is
to
well
itch.io or Drivethrurpg.
Yeah.
Puts in his credit card details because he wants to pay $12 for the pay what you like. D12
Yeah.
girls.
Oh.
When I got the original Swords and Stuff, I rolled a d12 and I paid what the d12 got. So that's what I paid. It's really fun.
I rolled a d20 and did the same thing. Bit higher option, but still supporting.
Exactly. Oh, good fun.
I'm
Oh my
excited.
gosh.
He's talking for. I'm excited for the trips. At 6 weeks, I'll actually be on the same time zone.
Ooh.
And actually, so if we're assuming we're still playing, then I'll be down on a Friday.
I think we should be done by then. It was estimated to be a 3 to 4 session game.
Well, shenanigans have happened that might have extended. I mean, I don't know by whom specifically. I blame Jimbo, the spawn of Jimbo, for the shenanigans. I mean, we have been on point every time.
Jimbo's just living his best life out in the middle of the ocean. It's not his fault that the land folk have decided to invade his resting territory. Like, you know. And you've got
Honestly,
to hit those land fishing quotas.
After all this, what we've experienced, I'm kind of with you on the whole. Like let's maybe increase this land quote unquote and get rid of a couple of this. Because no. I don't know what's going on with this. Humans are weird. None of us are humans, which is fantastic.
You're gonna start, what do you call it? Top trolling, I guess.
I need to go talk
Just
to Lockie.
swipe over the entire territory and scoop up whatever you get.
Go talk to Lockie at the lake and be like, why aren't you mining more of these
We need
resources
that
on the lake?
because we need to make Sammy D create a lock, create a Nessie. This has to happen. We have to find the lake because we will create. We gotta get a character made. Like this is gonna happen. We need fan art. We need a backstory. We need
There is a
plushies.
lake semi-nearby anyway, but that's, like, I'd rather find the tower first and figure out what's going on with this
Yeah, we gotta find the tower first.
Yeah.
That's the whole.
Because, yeah.
Kind of make, and yes, I mean, on the map, like, yes, there's a map, great colored map. There's definitely a nice big lake. Ironically, on Midvale, there is no tower. I can tell if there's a tower or not, but it's just a base of a town.
The great thing about the module is you can look up to page 12 of the Swords and Stuff module without giving yourself spoilers.
Yeah, I did stop. I did like some of the creature art because it's really pretty. Like the creatures that you can fight them. It's so random when we might end up battling, but a lot of it is just really pretty art. I like the different stats on them, and they have little tidbits about each one. I like that. That was pretty cool.
Isn't there one that's a like triangle with an eye that kind of just floats ominously?
Oh, good God.
It's like a creature you can fight. Like, it's not that strong, it's just off-putting.
I do want to look that up. You can find it. Swords and Stuff guide.
Version of the
which I'm totally about to open on PDF just to see if that creature is skipping the story, because I don't want to watch the story. I don't want to have spoilers.
Hey.
Right down the bottom. There we go.
Welcome back. We all leveled up 40 levels and are now superheroes.
Brad, are there rules for that? Fuck it, I'll make it up as we go along. Hey, thanks for allowing me to preach to the preachers that came to my door. They caught me in a good mood, so I thought I'll just tell them nicely about why their religion is wrong. It's wonderful when you just, by the virtue of being me, I'm excluded from their club. And yeah, for a God who claims to love everyone, they sure do love excluding some very specific people.
That's why I always say, just be yourself.
Yeah, that's what I'm going to do for the rest of my life. I'm not hiding that shit anymore. How did you get on while I was gone? Did you wander around the city and explore a little?
We kind of grabbed some cups, some mugs. Yeah. We weren't really fitting in, wandering around, stumbling around, looking for a damn tower.
Right, fantastic.
And agreeing that the land farming quota that needs to be upped because these humans are annoying. That needs to be upped. Like, let's increase this.
Too many. Yep. Right. You got to get
There's too many of this.
Got to get that inland fishing quota increase.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Obviously overpopulated.
Well,
something's happening here.
I can't wait to go back and find out what you actually said. It's going to be fantastic. I am going to give you a +3 on finding the tower, and I will require someone to roll a d12 in aid of this.
I rolled a 10.
A 10. So with a +3.
+3 plus any senses?
There's that. No, it's kind of a straight roll, but if I give you a +3, it reduces the amount of time you're going to be searching. We did just roll a 13 on a d12, though, on a table that only goes up to 12. But that's okay. You wander around the city and discuss and take part in some of the merriment. You have since found out that it is the annual festival of the orchard, which involves the whole city. They celebrate, they drink lots. Since the blight has damaged the orchards, they're using old reserves. So everyone's getting like real rosy cheeked. They've broken out the good stuff. There is, you've just come out of the kitchens with food, so you're kind of good, but there are little stalls and stuff everywhere. You wander around in this festive atmosphere, and you find someone almost immediately as you're looking around. You're asking about a tower, and a polite and jovial old gobby named Trampleberry says, "Oh yes, I know where Gert is. They're on their island out in the sea. Well, the lake."
We went to an island before, and it did not go the best.
Oh. Well, that sounds like a you thing.
Does this good person ever go on to, like, the mainland, or is it just island vibes?
No, funny old chap he is. Just kind of sits in his tower like a recluse. You see him come down once in a while, but long between other days.
I
Look.
mean, I understand that. Look how many land folk are around here. So crowded.
Yes. Look, in the morning, if you want, I operate a small boat in charter service. I could run you out to the island. It's kind of, party night tonight, so I was hoping to enjoy the festivities.
Yeah,
We could also do with a nap.
Well,
This is true.
there's plenty of places to get accommodation, or you can always... It's quite warm this time of year. You could probably just sleep on the streets if you wanted.
Mumbling to Kale's mumbling to himself, the sun and stupid streets. Just mumbling constantly, just trying to be, because someone's help, trying to be polite, knowing that they're helping up. It's not.
Where is the nearest large tree?
Oh, the nearest large tree. Well, not in the middle of town. You'd need to go a little bit outside.
We could wait by the lake and just do a bit of a camp out by the water. I can go have a talk to Lockie, and we can just chill out away from
Where's
the
the
crowd.
lake?
The lake? Oh, the lake's just down that way. Just points down the road. Why did I give gestural directions in the goblin's voice? Uh-oh. I think I'm stuck.
The goblins become the narrator.
Hey, it's me, Sammy D.
Appleberry, dude.
On the internet.
Do you just want to
That's the
camp
next phase after Cat Girl.
Goblin mode.
Luke Goblin?
Oh,
Yeah,
goodness.
so Magnus is kind of going to lead the charge, just kind of parting people like, oh, move, get out of my way,
Right.
you damn revelers.
I'll see you in the morning.
And yeah.
Just meet me at
See you
the
in the
docks.
morning.
It's 1 gold per
Thank you,
person.
Mr. Trampleberry.
You're welcome. Strange, mysterious, stranger.
Ah, yes, a free ride out to the island.
No, 1 gold each. I've got a family.
Out of the kindness of your small heart.
I had it relocated.
Your heart? Where is it now?
It's in the bank with all the money people pay me to sail them out to the island.
It's great. It's just sort of incidentally a lich. Just not, for commercial reasons. Rather than...
This goblin, like, has Horcruxes. What? Can't believe it.
Good. Let's just go with the goblin.
It's in the phylactery.
It's the name of the boat.
The phylactery.
Oh my goodness.
I mean, that's better than the last resort.
It really is. Technically just a different kind of last resort, but...
Oh, you're not wrong.
No.
Yep.
Okay.
Still pushing the wheelbarrow on our big thing of water.
Yeah.
It's just grumpily just trying to get out of town.
Yeah, you
Okay, cool.
head on down to the docks, and this...
While trying to stay in Magnus's shadow with
Yeah.
his wheelbarrow and 2 dudes who are like shadow types. Just
just sneaking along in the cast shadow. What if I told you? No, you are heading west towards the lake, so you're heading into the setting sun.
This was already pre-discussed. Magnus is our sundial, and we're just going to follow his
Yeah.
Oh goodness. You make your way down to the river's edge. It is quite pleasant, actually. It's sort of sandy and pebbly beach that stretches out in both directions. There are families picnicking along the way, lots of people sitting around drinking and having fun. You can smell all sorts of food being cooked all around the place. Fire safety is being observed because it is, the middle of summer in a blight. And you shuffle your way around until you find a suitable gap in the populace near the outskirts, where you can sort of establish your campground for the night, or at least for the afternoon, and have a snooze in the sun and get horribly sunburned.
Who snoozes in the sun?
No.
Night bathing. That's where it's at.
Yeah, that's what you
Moon
want to do, is be awake all through the day so you don't miss any of that stupid sun. You can sleep through the day and not have to deal with it at all, but it's good to have a counterbalance so you know what you're missing.
Are we really missing anything by being out in the daytime?
Yeah.
Really?
I put Tuna down to just scratch away at the grass.
Oh, that kind of put down. Okay.
Not that kind of put down, the other kind. I put them physically down on the ground. Yeah. And then I immediately go and dunk myself into the water and just float there for a minute, like, oh, yes.
Yeah, it's been a little while since you've been embraced by such a large body of water. The barrel was starting to feel a little bit fetid.
Disgusting.
Yeah, kind of like a pair of socks that you're wearing for the second day on a tramp. Really gross.
Trying to refill that barrel, maybe wash it out, clean it out, get it nice and fresh again.
Give some of those little snails to walk around the inside and eat all the stuff off the... You float in the lake. You can hear the sounds of the wildlife underwater just chittering away. It sounds like they also somewhat celebrate the festival. Lots of people throw bits and pieces of food into the riverways and lake. So there's always little bits and nibbles floating around for them. Occasionally someone drops a mug of cider in, and the nearby schools are inundated with tipsy fish, which isn't a specific breed more than just anyone who was in the vicinity at the time.
I will spend a while just bobbing around, chatting to them, see who, seeing how Lockie is, manager of the lake, all that sort of stuff. Just checking in, seeing how the blight's going, introduce myself from my ocean home. Yeah,
Lockie's been away on the other side of the lake for the last few days, you find out. There's been some delicate sort of officiating to be done over there. Yes, I intended officiating to be part of that. In case you missed it, I thought I'd point it out. Parental disputes, mostly. But everything's going okay. The word's getting back that he should be back in the next day or two.
Good to know.
Yeah.
Good to know. It looks pretty happy and thriving. A little concerned about the land fishing quota. Don't feel like it's being hit enough. Might need to up that, but I'll take that back to the Council of the Waters for discussion when we discuss the next policy changes.
Up it by like 10. Too many humans. Too much sun. At this point, Kale's blaming the humans for the sun.
Absolutely.
So that's why he wants them to up it. Just up it.
Yeah. Filthy humans and their filthy sun.
Just forage under the water for some, edibles that I can actually eat that aren't meat of some kind. The land meat.
Is there any freshwater seaweed? No, it's not seaweed. But...
Algae?
Yeah.
Bring back some freshwater algae.
There's all sorts to eat down there. There's also, there's floating hot dogs and stuff if you want some of them. There's like just the stuff that's being washed out by the waterways, but that is meat products. But your friends might appreciate them. You never know.
Yeah, I just ignore all those.
Okay, cool. The other fish are not so picky and will pick at it ravenously.
Yeah. I just feel uncomfortable because I talk to the fish, so I don't eat fish products, and I feel like the land fish are also talkable eventually. I'm trying to learn chicken.
Yeah. Yeah.
I want to talk to tuna.
We under trees or by some trees. Is that how we were?
Yeah,
after
absolutely. You've picked a spot that is good for camping, that accommodates to your specific needs.
I find a couple good sized like long sticks.
Yep.
And be able to find those around.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. First, I put two of them into an X shape. There's a stupid X, and then I grab it and I put up like an awning for this of us. So you have some shadow
Nice.
hide under. My little burlap sack.
You found
and
the
some
stupid
sticks.
X.
And stupid X. Watch the previous episodes. Understand what that joke was.
Yeah, absolutely. Give me a I want to roll. Wrong one. I really just need to print out a list of the stats so I can see the names of them. That would be enough. It would be enough. I would like a give me a brains check to see how this lean-to goes. You can add any skills.
I'm going to be using my nimble fingers for this one.
Yeah, fantastic. 15. Really good. You
11 plus 4.
This is less an awning, more of a temporary dwelling. You definitely should remember how you did this for next time, but it's marketable, you know. But pretty soon, you're all going to be jumping on a boat anyway. We have ads starting shortly. Is there anything else you'd like to do before we skip to the morning? No?
Magnus is just going to vibe.
Nice.
Sam, the moment the sun starts setting, Kale will start making some tea for everyone and get ready for some moon. Just sitting out another moon. Just meditating, relaxing, trancing.
Fantastic.
Feet in the water. Gotta have toes in the water.
Go up under his cloak in the shade. And...
just sort of purring away.
I switch between diving in the lake and trying to speak to tuna. I'm determined to learn chicken.
Absolutely. Fantastic. So as you all settle in for an easy afternoon in the sun or the shade that you've provided for yourself, you feel rested and rejuvenated, and you may take a long rest for all of your efforts. And soon, much like the ads, the morning will come. At which point, I'll have to remember the voice of a new friend.
Trampleberry.
Yeah, Trampleberry.
Just when you think you're out,
pulls you back. Oh, absolutely. The ads have just started. I love that. We got 3 minutes to, do all the things we need to do, like hydrate and stretch. And, take your meds. I gotta take my meds. This is why I have this mantra. Hey everyone, take your meds. If you're watching ads, my apologies. I'll remind you to take your meds when we get back. You still can't hear me saying this, so that's okay.
I do appreciate we have kept the ads on also as my hourly reminder because it's very important I stretch.
Yes, absolutely.
And it's very, very much appreciated.
Yeah, we love taking care of our streamers, and having a break every hour is just, human decency. It's the right thing to do.
And as you can see by the rest of the players, they also appreciate it to do a snack run or water run or...
Yeah. Hey, so big changes are coming up on the channel soon as I am jumping ship from Streamlabs to OBS. I was going to try it today, but it wasn't working. So we came back to Streamlabs. I will be, once we've finished the stream here today, I am going to have a little break and then I'm going to jump back on for probably just a little just chatting tech stream while I try and figure things out, because it'll be easier to do it while it's live. We may drift into some video games at the end of it, depending on how I'm feeling. And there may even be some attempts made to do some Twitch guest stars to get that working for next time, because I think it's the way of my future, if not the future. Just to try and reduce the overheads and stuff on the computer so it runs a little bit better. Oh, yeah?
If we can get it working, we can do a lot more stuff in the future, which will be really fun.
Absolutely. I'll have to start being all fancy and having like air horn noises and fun confetti or stuff.
It's a continual process.
Yeah.
You never finish updating the stream settings. Like, as soon as you think it's good, you think it's something else. Like,
Yeah.
I'm also in the process of changing all mine over, and it's a nightmare.
And I need to do something to allow you all to harmlessly burn off all of those channel points that you're earning, all of the little, what do I call them? Pentacles or something, don't I? Are they actually named? Or?
They still come up as channel points on mine.
I need to go and make it not called that. That's not the name for it.
No.
It's not pentacles
Also,
either.
Fun
It's
fact, I'm at 73k.
yeah, that's too many. I'm at unlimited.
I'm at, I don't know.
Yeah. Well, you only just joined Twitch. You've only literally just started following the stream that you're. Well,
Yes.
last time we played.
As of last week.
As of last week. Yeah.
It's been a week.
It has been.
I haven't had time to do anything with Twitch, but you know.
Yeah.
You should, if you have not already, if you are in the stream and lurking, you should be hitting that follow button and follow Sam Sarah Dusty for more fun stuff.
Absolutely.
Sammy D right now is the one I'm following. I get notifications.
Are you not following me?
I might have you. I might have you as well. I haven't
Rude.
checked Twitch yet.
Rude. Hey, welcome back from the ads. It's a chance every hour for us to stretch and hydrate and take our meds and remember to love ourselves.
Stretch while we wait.
It's also a wonderful opportunity for you to help combat the pre-rolls so that when people come in, they can join the fun straight away, unless they come in on an ad break, in which case they're going to have to wait like other channels make you wait. But because we do little ads every now and again, we as your streamers get to have a break, have a stretch, and everyone gets to benefit from all those ads being regular. Of course, there's minuscule amounts of money made from the ads, but it happens. But I only did it so I could get a cute biting lip emoji for when I'm in other people's streams, because I'm that kind of girl. We're still waiting on Severin to get back.
Too.
That's okay. I mean, you can all see Severin's not there.
Let's talk about what's coming up on the channel. What are you planning to do?
What am I planning to do?
Like, what streams have you got coming up?
Oh God!
I know we've got Yes and. Have you got any? You just started Calico.
So I just started Calico. I finished Viewfinder, and if you haven't played Viewfinder, it's fantastic. It's mind-bending. It's a wonderful game. It's 8 to 10 hours depending on how much you look around. So well worth the money, I believe. And then I started Calico, and it's super cute. I'm a thick cat girl in there renovating the cat cafe. I got the most ADHD standing position ever. I just sort of bounce side to side with my hands out T-Rexing. It's so fantastic.
Also, you can have
It's a total
cats.
vibe. Yeah, if you've got a cat, and if you pick up a cat, you can store the cat. And to store the cat, you just put it on your head, and it just flops. It's so good. What a cute game. We still need to play more of BioShock. Of course, we're getting through that. I haven't played a lot of Tears of the Kingdom recently, but I do want to stream some more of that because I want to get some more of the companions. So I might do a little companion run.
Also, if you're in the chat, I'm currently obsessed with Stardew, and I'm trying to convince Sammy that we need to dual stream Stardew, and we're going to farm together.
Oh my God.
Oh, Stardew?
I don't know how to play Stardew. I own it. I've owned it for a long time, but I don't know. It's hard.
But if we do a farm together, then it can be easier. Not that I know a lot, but
Yeah.
What was I doing?
God.
No, I'm still doing No Man's Sky. finally found a planet I want to make my base on, so I start building my base.
Excellent.
Oh, No Man's Sky was my lockdown game.
Wow.
Like, I played a ton of that game, man.
My lockdown game was crosswords and code crackers and coffee on the couch with cuddles.
No.
It's a
My
little C
lockdown
alliteration
game was
for you.
work.
Yeah, I was working
Yeah,
too, but we just had regular breaks.
Oh, yes.
I was working in a medical laboratory, so we were doing 120-hour weeks.
Ooh, I was working 4 hours a day.
Yeah.
We got sent home. Started to work from home, and not much of that 120 hours a week, but
Speaking of 120
work-
hours a week, you'll wake up in the morning refreshed. Your limit should be restored to its maximum. And the aftermath of the festival is pulling itself together. You can smell a few little campfires around the place. The smell of food cooking once again.
Inevitable
permeates the air.
population surge in 9 months.
Yeah, no doubt. That's okay. Now you know the day where everyone's out and easily fishable, and in 9 months' time,
little notes,
the population will be
adjusting.
yeah.
2 birds, 1 stone. Easy population, easy prevention.
You yeah, you've got the day. Obviously, Trampleberry is going to be waiting for you if you want.
can we see this? Like, do we have 5 gold or 4 gold?
3 gold, I can swim.
Right, 3 gold.
Yep, that's the advantage of being a waterborne creature.
Mm-hmm.
Where is the map here? There it is. Sitting on the lake, as you have been, on the edge of the lake, you have been able to see out in the middle, for you, Cascade, not like it's an easy swim. It's, as long as it's going to take them on boat, no problems. But it would
I was
be
tempted to scout it yesterday, but it's like I would have gone alone, so I
Yeah.
waited for the party.
absolutely that's the smart way to do things. Splitting the party is seldom a good idea, unless that's the solution to the DM's puzzle, because she's insane like that.
Happened a lot in Scooby-Doo.
No, absolutely.
And they turned out fine.
They turned out great. But it's easy if you split up and surround a landlord, they're powerless.
If you split up and eat the veg, then you're good.
Yeah. We only have to eat a few of them to set, to make our point. Just saying. People are revolution.
It's the I think it was I think that came up in Dungeons and Comedians that the natural enemy of like the underwater king is the landlord.
Hey, nice.
Fantastic.
Totally canon now.
Yep. You make your way back to the docks, and you see Trampleberry there preparing the modest seagoing vessel. It could go in sea as well, but obviously it's a lake-going vessel today, because you don't need to go to sea.
So this wizard actually is girt by water.
Yes, I'm lost. I'll catch on later, don't worry.
Yeah.
2 a.m, it'll pop into my head. Oh, fuck. Oh, well, you made it. You survived the night. Did I remember the voice okay?
Fairly close, very accurate, yes.
Yes, good.
Yeah.
We wouldn't want anyone to catch on.
It depends on how many of the
Shape-shifting glitch.
libations you drink the night before as to what the voice is each day.
Yes, I generally avoid the libations. Bad for business, you see.
Good to know that you're driving sober or
Oh,
floating
absolutely.
sober,
Yes.
floating sober.
Yes, I will be navigating out to the island sober. The island's not called Sober. We just
That
call
would
it
be a
Gert's
terrible name
Island.
for an island.
Yes. Since Gert lives out there, it's his. No one challenges him on that. Not even the Lord here.
Stupid Lord, listen to stupid. What?
Right, 4 of you
Just
then?
grumbling.
I can swim.
Free.
Oh,
Free.
okay.
Free.
You can keep up?
Yeah.
You look sleek. Yes, I think you could probably manage. Right, 3 gold, and we'll get you out to that island. We'll probably get you back too for that. I mean, like, back to
Cool.
the
Very
mainland, not...
Well, yeah.
Some kind of
on the
vengeance
assumption we
pact.
survive and everything.
Yes, well, that's up to you, isn't it? That's not my problem. Well-
Magnus is going to hand him 3 gold.
Very good, sir. Right. Well, let's get you all on the boat if you're ready to go.
I hand tuna to Kale and float into
Yeah.
the water.
Props up the little umbrella for tuna, and then like this little sun thing, then pops up to their own sun. So they have like a matching sun. They have matching sun protectors fashioned out of that burlap sack, big enough for Mordecai to get underneath as well. As we got our own little awning, travel awning with us.
What's the ferry doing?
That was the deal was the ferry would to go play with the king, but also free to do
Oh,
what
yeah.
they wish. There's no
Right.
We did
So,
talk about this.
in which case, the ferry probably came and hung out for a bit, just for shits and giggles, and then went back up to the castle to cause more mischief.
I'll say if there's a whole party going on, there's going to be mischief
Oh,
everywhere.
yes.
They're going to have so much fun.
Yeah.
It's just go and have fun on this night.
Yeah,
Before
absolutely.
the ferry leaves, I give them all of Tuna's droppings if they wish for fun pranks.
Just a little. Is it in a separate? Like, did you just get a slightly larger
I
plant
I
pot?
take I take the leftover pickle jar that is now not containing the ferry
Okay,
and put it all in there.
right. And so you've just got pickled guano.
It's good fertilizer.
Yeah.
It would go well in the king's salad.
These croutons are crunchy. Very seedy.
With a slight tang.
100% Kale would shout that out as fair as they would. Just different. It tastes good in the king's salad.
So 1 ferry less, and the 3 of you board onto the vessel, which, for lack of a better name, is now called the Phylactery. It's called Phylactery, but that was my uncle. He named it after himself. I'm Trampleberry, and he was Phylactery. Reasons best left unknown. Rewind about an hour and you'll find out. The journey is relatively nice. The day is calm and the lake is glassy and sailing is good. Your boat arrives.
Stupid sailing. Stupid boat. Stupid sky.
Stupid
Rubbing the
morning.
back underneath their awning.
Your boat arrives on the shore of Crazy Gert's Island and swiftly departs after you step out. I'll just wait out there a bit away from the island. When you're ready, come maybe signal or something. If it's getting a bit late, like maybe after 12, I'm gonna go back and I guess you'll figure it out. Maybe I'll be back this way tomorrow, probably.
I'll send a fish messenger.
I'll...
You speak fish, right? You're a creature of the water. You live on the lake. You speak fish.
Well, just between you and me, we wouldn't want them to know. Yeah.
They're full of good gossip. It's really interesting. There's been a lot of chatter down there today. There's so much family dramas going on between the schools.
Yeah, there's a little bit of inter-school rivalry at the moment. They're, oh goodness, that was a little bit loud and I didn't expect it. Thanks for following. Yes, well, no, you see, there's the big game is coming up soon, and there's been some kerfuffle over the other side of the lake, and we're hoping it all gets resolved soon, but we'll have to find out then. Anyway, you go and do your silly island things, and I'll be back later. I'm gonna go and hang out on the lake, and I like to fish, but it's mostly just I put food in a little basket and lower it down for anyone who's hungry. Right? Okay, I'll see you about in a boat. And he rows off. You're standing on a barren, rocky shore, and before you looms a tall stone tower with a perfectly smooth exterior, no obvious windows, and a simple blue wooden door at its base. Every time you look away from the tower and then look back, it feels like it's slightly different, but you can't tell exactly how.
The Mandela Effect Tower.
Are we just knocking? Just go up and knock?
Just go up to the door.
I mean, we're just here to, like, inquire about the artifacts, so I'll just rock up to the door and knock.
Yeah, you head up to... let me read this.
Kale's gonna trudge along the back, grumbling to themselves.
I really like the goblin. I feel like they've got a good vibe of the lake, like respecting the fish, you know. I like
What do they mean by the big game?
I guess he's like a regional competitive event here. Different regions have different games, so I don't really follow the underwater sports. Like, I know some people are really into it. It's just not really my thing, but I still like understand it. Like, it's a good time. You'll come together. You cheer for somebody, I guess. I don't know. I was more of a stay home and craft type creature than sports. That might be Amy in real life, because Amy also does not understand sports. Woo,
is a stay-at-home creature. You meander up to the front door, well, the only door of the tower. I mean, you could check around the circular tower to see if there is indeed a defined back, because you're only defining the front by the fact it has a door. And the blue door stands before you. You knock on the door, and the sound echoes hollowly in the tower beyond, but there's no answer.
Give a door.
Can Magnus knock, but way louder?
Sure, yeah. You slam on the door. The knocking echoes hollowly, even louder than before. And yet, there is no answer.
Kale wants to shout out, Gert, we're here for maps.
The tower doesn't respond. I don't have a voice for the tower, so...
I was expecting like a map to form the tower. Tower starts talking to us, like the actual tower.
Mordakian was sort of like trying to crouch beside the door frame in case something spectacular happened after knocking, but it's just sort of going to reach across and try the handle.
The handle is not locked. No, the door is not locked. The handle turns easily.
Okay, just let it pop open a crack and then go. Have a facial expression about going in or having a look.
Right. You open the door slowly and peer into the gloom. You see a round chamber in there. there are stairs on the far side that spiral up and around the inside of the tower to a floor above.
The lighting situation.
Yeah, the lighting situation is there's like a ambient light. It's cool. It's got a slight bluish tint to it. It's not overly bright.
No, Kale wants to go in there really badly, but it's not dumb enough to brush in.
Oh, it's more inviting than the ambassador suite of the castle.
Right. We need to send them a Zoom pigeon or something. To send them a Zell pigeon or something. Some type of stick half of star made of poop and Kale poked their head. Kale leaned around the other side of the door and look in.
Yeah.
Kind of peering.
You peer in. You see a few figures seated on couches on the far side of over on one side of the tower. One of them seems really quite familiar to you in particular, and they're chatting with the others. There's tea laid out.
Am I able to catch any parts of the conversation?
Yeah, but tell me, which person from Kale's past who is dead do you see?
I have to make a backstory.
A little bit.
Let's see.
Improvising in an improvisation game? Oh, no.
I would say Kale notices, oddly, it's out towards. Is there a fireplace or just them sitting on couches?
There's a fireplace. Yeah, as you look, there's a fireplace behind them and sort of cozy couches and chaise lounge and.
I would say the way to describe them for anyone else is it'd be picturing Kale without the ears and the tail, or a smaller version. If they had ears and tails, it would look like a smaller version of Kale. Kale keeps kind of looking more and more closer to figuring out why is their little brother here? Little brother went back to the moon many years ago. Pausing for trying to come up with the pun name for leafy vegetables. We got kale, moony fox. Lettuce. I could do lettucer.
Yeah.
Lettucer.
Lettucer?
Kale lettucer. The name is lettucer. Younger brother.
Fantastic. Hey, Kale, are you coming in? We got those little moon cakes we love so much.
Tilts ahead, pulls her head back out to the door, looks back in the door.
Still there.
Still there.
Yeah.
What kind of tea?
It's.
What do you see, Caius?
What are you seeing?
You want to tell them?
And so I pop my head back out and say, it's okay. I will say they're seeing. There a couple of figures on some couches by looks like a lovely fireplace and some moon pies and some type of tea. But one of them is a little brother that we lost years ago. They returned to the moon many moons ago. My little brother Lettucer. Folks are like, seriously, what kind of tea do we got?
It's chamomile. It's daytime, and I want to be sleepy so I don't have to see the sun. Stupid sun.
You see an odd grin on you see an odd grin on Kale's face. I'm not going to reveal what that grin means yet. You don't get to know all.
Can I stick my head in to see if I see
Yeah.
Lettucer?
Yeah, you see a miniature version of Kale there, waving over to, beckoning Kale in. Bring your friend as well. Who do you see at this gathering that is familiar to you?
Oh. Someone that's died?
Yes.
Oh,
Or...
Joel's died, Joel's died.
Ooh. Okay, well, my head pops out and I'm like, yeah, okay, so I'm seeing them too, but I'm also seeing, actually, this would be an interesting point because I feel like Cascade has been raised by a nanny per se rather than their parents, because again, ambassador, formal politician family. So, would a jellyfish survive in this weird state, or would I be like, you shouldn't be out of the water, you're a jellyfish, how are you floating in the mid-air of this weird tower?
Yeah. Good question.
Mm.
The jellyfish, however, is sitting on the edge of a tank. Some of its tentacles crossed across the edge, conversing in easily understood common. How? Oh, is that wee Cascade? Are you coming in, dear?
Do we hear this? Do we hear that?
Yeah. Stupid
Yeah.
Mike's not picking me up again.
No,
Yeah.
you all
Speak
hear.
jellyfish.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We all speak jellyfish now.
This jellyfish speaks common. None of you
Yeah.
took like secondary languages, did you? Well, except for Cascade.
No.
Why are you here, Barb? We laid you to rest in the deep caverns years ago.
Well, really, it's just I was kind of bored. I found another gig. No one to look after, but
You
you know.
You abandoned me for the land folk?
No, not exactly. Look, come in. We've got tea and there's water that doesn't have bushes in it. It's really quite nice.
I just turned to the rest of the party. I'm like, you're seeing this? Like, this isn't right. This is like this is going to be like the witch, right? This is
Yeah, I
going
was
to be.
immediately going over and pushing Magnus toward just to look into the door because Kale wasn't who the next one's gonna be. Like, look.
Okay,
Who do you see?
I am curious what you guys are seeing.
Yeah. And as you look in, you see a miniature Kale. You see a jellyfish propped on the edge of a tank. Two of its little tentacles just lounging over the edge. Its head sort of just floppy jelly on the side.
You don't see that every day.
No, but who do you see?
It would be Magnus's grandfather.
Magnus's grandfather.
So he always has fond memories of kind of spending time, usually like a Sunday evening roast chicken dinner at the grandparents' place.
Is that my little Magnus?
I mean, you've got the second part right. I don't know about the middle part.
You'll always be little Magnus to me. Come here and give your grandfather a hug. It's been too long.
Yeah, then Magnus just kind of like pop back out like, no, this is very cursed.
Your grandfather's name.
Mordakian is gonna sort of look at everyone as like, I mean, we're gonna go in there anyway, right?
What do you see? What do you see?
Okay.
What do you see?
I was just going to, against all likelihood of success, attempt to sneak into the room.
Ooh.
Right.
Ooh.
Give me a probably agility.
Yeah, probably.
Probably. Yeah.
Gonna go, and I'm gonna say reckless on that.
Okay.
So +4 in total. For 16.
For 16,
Maximum.
you
Nah.
creep into the room unseen and unheard. You see a large minotaur, a jellyfish in a tank, a tiny little miniature version of Kale, and one other person sitting around a little coffee table drinking tea, because that's what you do at a coffee table. Just have tea.
Yeah, I'd say it's Mordakian's mum, Vera Edgeblade, who's a sort of like curly-haired, blue rinse sort of old lady, and I guess a tweed sort of tweed skirt and what do you call a wool jersey
Cardigan?
A
or
cardigan?
Cardigan.
yeah, cardigan.
Yeah,
Cardigan
yeah.
was the exact thing, pretty much,
Yeah.
or pearl necklace.
She's sitting there at the table with the others as you sneak your way into the room undetected. The other three of you are still outside.
This is very strange.
Sure.
Calvor went to the great beyond many decades ago.
Yeah, so did Barb. This is. Do we just like land run this weekend past it? Like, it's clearly a trick. Like, everything on land is a trick.
Oh, we can still see the stairs going up though, right? It was like the whole room is clear. We can still see stairs going up, which is this thing in the.
Yeah.
Oh my
Middle.
god! I pick up Tudor and I just look at, is there a tiny little chicken or like a mother hen that also appears?
There's chicken sandwiches on the table.
Cover Tudor's eyes.
There's
I'm
a
so
bucket from the colonel.
You brought this upon yourself. Don't you blame me.
The land folk are horrible. We're gonna find you breathing apparatus and you're gonna become a sea chicken.
Chicken of the sea.
I cover Tudor's eyes, bring them in close, and then I'm just going to run for the stairs and go, it's a trick, it's a trick, it's a trick, it's a trick, it's a trick!
To the other Kale? Magnus?
First and foremost, Kale will park the wheelbarrow and the barrel of water outside the door, because that hell's not coming upstairs very easily, unless someone has a way of dragging that thing up. And then it's just gonna.
There's a little area that says wheelbarrow parking at the front.
It just parks the wheel. Wants to park. You'll park it properly.
Yep.
So we're not animals here.
Yep.
Ish.
Yeah, you're in between the lines. It's fine.
And even when they're coming, they're still gloom. They're still looks over at the tea. Look at those. Look at the stairs. Look at the tea. Like goes in like. I want tea stairs. Fine, but tries to but still keeping an eye on the group.
Yep.
I just got clocks the group and just starts going up.
Yeah, starts heading into the room. Magnus, do you follow through?
Yeah, he's gonna do it, but he's gonna be like, man, if this is like the goddamn Shadow Realm again, there's gonna be trouble. Why? Why do I keep following you people into these weird situations? Absolutely had it.
Yeah. As you dash into the room, Barb says, "Oh, do come and have a spot of tea with us, dear. You should come and join us. Just come and stay. We can catch up. There's so much to catch up on." And Kale is
Bob saying that to Magnus?
no to Cascade. Kale, let us, sir. speaks to you. Come on, big brother. Let's have some of these mooncakes, and we can have chamomile, and we can cuss out the sun while you're here. I've picked up some really fun things. I can tell you about my time on the moon. Magnus, my boy, look at how you've grown. Come and tell me what you've been up to. You always were so creative. And while you're at it, I'd like you to all roll bond checks. Sorry, brains checks. To try and overcome the temptation of these apparitions and visions.
Should have brought the fairy with us, only because we want another voice out of you. Can Caleb run back outside and get like any other animal and creature?
Make
a whole party through here.
Make a brains check.
Let's get like 10
Let's
different
see.
creatures.
Let's see
here,
if you can ever
voices.
leave this room again. Mordakian, you're not excluded from this as the power of the room tricks off you. Your austere, silent mother sits there wondering where her son is.
Yeah, just that expression. It's
Just that.
Okay, we'll take their deep breath and remain calmer in the
Thanks.
dark.
oh dear. Guess I can't use my +1 longsword in any capacity.
I try to cut this memory.
She's not real. No, we don't. We shouldn't do self harm on the stream.
No, I'm just gonna roll it.
It's above average.
Oh,
Right. How are we looking?
Is there any way that I could use farm wisdom to
How do you
realize
think?
the
How do you think you could use farm wisdom on it?
Did you bury your grandfather and turn him into compost for the farm? Fertilize him?
I mean,
That's real dark, Amy.
After I turned the dead relative of Tuna into a sandwich, it's pretty dark. Still pretty.
you went into fertilizer.
I mean, when things die in the ocean, they rest on the floor and become food for the next cycle. Just
Yep, that's true.
Yeah.
A lot of farming is knowing kind of like reading an animal and saying like, is it happy, is it not, and saying like what its true kind of intentions are.
Okay. So you wanna, you're trying to use your farming knowledge to see how grounded this vision of your grandfather is. How with the land? I'll allow it. Go on.
Oh, you're done. That bumps it up to an 8.
Very good. So how did everyone get on? We've got an 8,
Okay, I've got a 9.
a 9.
so. I want to preface this by saying that my brains is a +4. I don't think I have any abilities to add on to this. I rolled a 1.
Oh
So
no!
I got a 5.
You got a 5.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I rolled a 2, which is why I wanted to add.
How'd you get on there?
I was going to do it straight, and I did roll. But it occurs to me I should which is -2. I should probably, in all honesty, I'd be remiss if I didn't add ghosting to that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you
General-
are
general
absolutely
vibe
ghosting
of
your mom.
spiritual stuff,
I will
Yeah.
100%
Which
allow
would-
you to ghost your mother.
which would put me on 15.
Wow, that's a really good roll. Do you feel these visions beckon you over? Mordakian, there's something wholly wrong about what's going on here. And as you push the memories and thoughts away, the vision of your mother leaves the table. Just gone, like never there. For the rest of you, there was only ever 3. You only remember there being 3. Magnus, much the same. You search for why is your grandfather here? Definitely, we thought it was going to be a trap. We knew it was going to be a trap. And the figure dissipates. There were only ever a jellyfish and a small Kale replica. What was your number again, Kale?
9.
9. Yeah.
9?
9.
9.
You see your brother and know that it can't be him. He would have spent more time on the moon. He loved it there. And as the vision dissipates, you watch as Cascade drifts over to the chaise lounge next to the fish tank where the jellyfish is sitting there, and she starts striking up a conversation with the jellyfish.
I've missed you, Barb. Oh my
I've
gosh.
missed
Do
you
you know,
too.
like, Mum and Dad are just being so intense right now. I'm trying my best with this politician stuff, but I just don't get it. Like, have you looked at what I've been creating lately? I just want to stay and play with the shells, and they don't get it. They're like, no, you have to fulfill your duties. You have to go out there and be responsible and help with the landfolk, and I don't get the landfolk.
And Mordakian just runs full speed sideways and tries to tackle.
Yeah, I was gonna say, Magnus kind of grab her by some of the tentacles and just nope.
Kale's looking for tea.
Yeah. You're looking around for tea. The other two are sort of spear tackling from opposite directions, sort of thing. It feels a bit like
1 second.
yeah.
Juna rolls a frickin' 12.
Yeah. That's Juna looks at the table. You're not my mum.
The sandwich is turned to ham.
It's a ham sandwich.
There were
yeah.
only ever ham.
Yeah. Meanwhile, somewhere out there.
So
How-
being tackled?
Yeah, you're being physically accosted. How are you going to try and tackling Cascade to the ground and physically shaking them around a bit is probably going to do something.
Well, it's obvious we gotta kill them. I mean, they're possessed. We gotta kill them.
Wow, brutal.
Why
Why not just lead them into a shadow dimension again? That almost did it last time.
Kale would like to look around for shadow dimension.
You see
Don't tempt Kale
Mordakian.
at a good time.
And so, for context right now, I'm being tackled by my land party friends.
Yeah, you sort of are a little bit
like
blissfully unaware of it. You've
Okay.
been fully captured by the spell. So far as you're kind of concerned, you're sitting there catching up with Barb. Oh, look, in situations like that, you just have to tell the land folk that 5 in the bush is worth 3 in the... And what are you doing to try and help snap her out?
Kale will throw some water on her.
Yeah. Any water in
Water's part of her
Yeah.
essence.
You're just going to splash some water on. You can freely grab the barrel and get a serious quantity from that.
Full on dunk.
Yeah. Just empty the barrel out. Give me a bond roll, and you'll have a +4 because your other two friends are restraining. So
I'm rolling.
yeah, you're rolling. You're the one dumping the water and trying to, like, doing the most to snap them out. Physically, Cascade is not present.
Maintaining my calm in this dimly lit room and dumping the water for all hopes. Please don't
Yeah.
cancel. Is it +4? Okay. It's a +4.
But the land tentacles are getting me. I can't come any closer. Look at all these bites. They're
That is
horrible.
a total of a 9.
Total of a 9. Okay.
I rolled a 5.
That's very good. You dump up in the whole barrel of water on Cascade. I'm sorry, Mordakian and Magnus, you do get a little bit wet from this. The water
Not a thing.
splashes across your Cascade. You feel odd, with like contradictory. You're sitting there talking to Barb and you feel wet. You're not sweating though. You put your hand up and there's just water cascading off you. You look at Barb and she sort of, with her little tentacles, and you're looking at Kale
Am I
again.
starting to get landlocked?
You see Kale in front of you, lowering a barrel, water all around you. You're absolutely sodden, which feels quite refreshing now.
There's no tea. Stupid sun.
Yeah, that wasn't dead relatives. That was
Wake up.
some other miscellaneous spooky stuff. Sorry.
Before anything else, Kale's gonna take the barrel, walk rumpily out to the door, kick the damn door open, and go refill the barrel and put it back in the wheelbarrow.
You
We have to have water.
Yeah, you slip down and grab water, fill the barrel up, and bring it back. The room has lost its charm. It's no longer trying to keep you there. You are
So
on...
from spooky to dark.
No
Yeah.
tea. I mean, how rude.
I know, right? The stairs on the other side of this now empty chamber lead up.
Is there anything just 100% empty, nothing else in there?
Yeah. Once the final part of the illusion was shattered, the furniture left, everything left. It's just a blank, round room. Stairs
Are there any
going up on the other
sources
side.
of light, like torches or candles along the walls?
It's
or
just lit. There's just
a magic. Okay.
yeah. It's not like
Guys, it's lit in here.
No, you're not quite that lit.
No, yeah, that was last night.
Yeah, or if I roll a 6 on the table.
I just kind of shake off a bit of the water and I'm
Yeah.
like, I said it was a trick. I knew it was a trick. I still fell for the trick. I don't like land.
Kale goes, "Welcome to land." And then just starts slowly walking up the stairs.
Mm. So you
Follow up
proceed.
the stairs.
Yeah, you proceed, scaling the stairs, your footsteps echoing through that empty room. And as you round onto the top of the landing, you enter a serene indoor garden with a calming water feature and harp music playing in the air. There's a rabbit sitting on a cushion, eyeing your approach. This is a place of rest and no harm will come to you here. I misspoke. I missed the entire word, and now you're not going to believe me when I tell you that this is a place of rest and no harm will come to you here.
I pull out a dagger that I've had all along, but I actually haven't. And stab the rabbit. I actually don't, because
Yeah.
that's not Cascade.
No.
No, but Kale's tempted to shoot the thing with an arrow, but not going to yet. So we got lovely area, lovely scenery, also serenic music. Wonderful. We see the harp or just lovely harp music around.
It's just ambient, much like the light. The ceiling in this level seems much higher as well. It's just quiet and peaceful, just gentle harp music. It's the light, like it feels warm in here, relaxing, almost soporific, but the light is never too bright. It's certainly not the sun, and there's no depiction of it, although the ceilings are painted a azure blue. It's the closest you could get to being comfortably outdoors without having to deal with the stupid sun.
Yeah, Kale's almost like this. If there's some tea and other like snacks here, it doesn't stay here, but
Yeah.
doesn't trust it anymore. Trust
No.
has been broken.
It's just a
Maybe.
quiet place. Not the movie.
Makes-
Mordakian will walk up to the rabbit and say, I had a nap 2 hours ago.
That doesn't change this place being a place of rest where no harm will come to you. You don't have to
Okay.
rest. It's just a place of rest.
Good to know if we go up and we get more tricks that actually hurt us, we can come back here and just, like, rest for a while.
If you want. That's what this place is for.
It's a save point!
Yes. There's first aid kits by the stairs going up.
Yeah. She'll reload zone.
I walk up to the paddle and push the button.
Don't switch off the console while the game is saving.
Oh, goodness.
You all see a swirling circle.
Is it?
Yeah.
But there's only one save slot, like it's Pokemon.
Oh no!
So annoying.
You want to overwrite.
Well, there are 8, but they're all other kids are all using them.
Even worse. No, Kale's just gonna.
Yeah.
Just carry on.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. You make your way to the next stairwell ascending. You find it's a bit more of a ramp rather than stairs. It's cobbled along the edges, and but it's more of a dirt ramp leading up around some short trees. As you get to the top, you see that the wood seems to be continuing, but it's thickening here. This floor seems to be almost a dense forest. There are trees stretching up into the sky, huge and towering above you. As you look around at your new surroundings, the trees are blocking where the other side of the tower should be. You can't see them. You hear something approaching, something rustling in the underbrush. And as you look over towards it, you see a little snout poke out. And then the
Kale calls
tusks.
dibs on this room.
And then the rest of the boar. And the other boars that are in other bushes foraging in this part of the woods. Charge at
We
you.
found the ham sandwich parents or children.
Yeah, you did. And they're pissed. They're so angry. You're being charged by wild boars. How's it going?
Okay.
What do you want to do about that?
Are we though?
Well, that's currently what I'm doing, but I'm not too sure what you're going to do about it.
Hey,
We're
I went
about to
back
find out.
downstairs.
You going what? Back downstairs?
No,
Yeah.
it's peaceful down there. Let's just go back downstairs. See, they can't, see if they follow us down there.
Could I use my magic to summon like a ball of water and make the ground like mud to maybe slow them down / encumber them / maybe trick them into just rolling in the mud?
Make a bond roll.
Is that my power of the ocean?
Yep, you're making mud with the ocean.
Heck yeah. +8.
The sequel to Cake by the Ocean.
It's a total of 12.
Total of
4
12.
and 4 and 4.
I rolled a 12, and with their defense, they love that you've made mud for them. They're looking forward to frolicking in that after their victory.
So much better with the animals than I am with the people.
Yeah, as they charge through the mud, spraying up the side of them. What's next? Who's up? Anyone got anything to do before I started rolling with boars?
Kale's gonna dash.
Mordakian's going to stand his ground, and like so that there's one that's like charging straight for him, presumably, and just pull out a dagger from one sleeve, and line it up and throw.
Fantastic.
Which is a little bit reckless compared to getting out of the way.
Yeah.
18, please.
Nice.
Well, I rolled a 3 total. I rolled a 1 plus 2. The dagger is slung out. It buries itself into the forehead of this boar as it comes skidding to a halt. Its impetu just gone as it drops on its front knees and collapses forward, its little snout making a little divot in the ground as it skids up to your feet.
More sandwiches for later.
Hey, what's up?
How many are there and how big are they?
There are 3 boars left. They're kind of like warthog size. They're just little guys, you know.
Oh, so are they, was they big enough that I can't get one into a burlap sack, or just? Yes, the burlap sack is used for everything.
You could certainly try.
Burlap sack of holding.
Yeah.
Something.
Yeah, Kale's gonna dash then, and first up, Kale's dashed up into the trees. You said there's trees.
You're going up in the tree? Yeah.
Yeah, going up the tree, dashing down the tree.
Okay. Yeah, give me agility for a tree.
That'll be a 17.
A 17. These trees are basically vertically horizontal to you, and you casually stroll up the tree. Magnus, we're going to come back to you after the break. We're about to go into... don't forget to hydrate, stretch, take your meds, and love yourself, and we'll be back in about 3 minutes. Hey, welcome to the almost break. I clicked run. It's going to start soon. There we are. We're in ad breaks. Stretch, do the things you need. I do need to... I need to go and do a different kind of stream for a moment. I will be right back.
Right away.
Feel free to say anything you want that won't get me cancelled.
Oh, gosh. Dull bones. So sore. Oh. Oh.
No bueno.
Oh, gosh. Stretching is wonderful. It's very important to stretch. So, we are about to be tackled by some boar. Oh no.
Well, killed one.
Mine's down, that's not bad.
Our savior has arrived.
Kitty!
He decided to wake up. He's meowing.
Kitty.
She's been resting on the floor.
Is the kitty moving with you? Surely.
Mostly no. The place must be a place I parked to is no pets. But even then, after 2 years minimum, then I do intend to move to New Zealand for PhD work. Cat definitely can't come to that point.
Yeah.
The amount of work, I don't have time. The amount of work effort to get the cat be able to go down there is immense.
Yeah, I think you did mention something about that. It's like, I want to believe, but...
Hold up.
Goddess, you got a little spot, like just a little spot, like right there. Got it. You got it. You got it.
Ah, it's fallen. It's Jimbo. It's another Jimbo. You're on mute, Han.
It's not Jimbo. Maybe she's born with it. Maybe it's Moira. It's Moira.
Aw.
Yeah, we got a name for the octopus. For my lovely little octopus. It's Moira for reasons.
I just have the one
me.
that you turn inside out if it's happy or sad. It has the face. So yeah, I have that one.
I have one of those that I crocheted. It's in the other room. I have a number of octopus plushies. I'm realizing. Yeah.
Kale might end up learning to crochet and do some stuff. I would love to learn myself because I want to make plushies. I love all the plushies.
I can teach you. I'm going to be teaching Samsara in a couple of weeks.
So many
Yes.
cool. I was such an Etsy looking at like Final Fantasy or different D&D figure plushies and stuff that I would want. Just a room. Yep.
Hit me up afterwards and I'll send you for a bunch of stuff because
Why don't we just do a learn to crochet with Amy and Sammy stream, and we can all just jump on camera and do that in a few weeks' time.
That could be an
I'm
idea.
back for that.
Yeah.
I said I'm always wanting to learn. Plus, that's how. Oh, I'm gonna say the
Ah.
one the hat that I have. I wear a lot. A friend crocheted me for Christmas. Gets every time I wear it, goes comments. It's based off an anime.
And yeah, absolutely. Apparently, Gaz also wants to get in on that too. So okay,
Fantastic,
I guess
yeah.
we'll do a crochet stream.
We'll
Just
do it-
let
looks
me
like we're
get out of
doing
my
a-
split first, because
Yeah.
I can't crochet. my
Well,
split
otherwise
right
I can be your hands and you can teach me how to do it. I'm a quick learner. Right. I've got a little kettle friend now. I didn't bring Shakira over because she's such a screen hog and she takes up so much of the screen. But a little octopus can just chill out.
This is the hat the friend crocheted me.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
I love it.
Goggles.
So cool.
It's based on an anime character. And I love the hat and the goggles. That's lasted, God, it's at least 8 years now. And every time some people, I mean, if you go to certain areas, like go to a book convention, people are asking you who knitted this, how they. I have a couple that's in the knitting things, but it's always been interesting. Plus, I said you can knit your own plushies.
Yeah, I make a lot of them, and if I wasn't in the splint, I would have legit made a hat that was squid tentacles for this stream because I'm like that. I also wanted to crochet a tuna / chicken.
This is
Yeah,
another
Isabel.
Amy creation, and I don't know if you can hear its little jingly bell. Of
Yeah.
course, it's Isabel from Animal Crossing.
But what are the daily updates on the island?
Oh no, she's been watching her
Typically,
shows.
Watching the stories.
There's not much to report on, but she has been watching her interesting shows. But you probably don't want to hear about all of that.
No, all I have is my other my crocheted fox is in a box right now, as I'm still slowly trying to figure out stuff packing.
I'm not surprised. Foxes like boxes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I'm very Susie.
Well, just I know some fox girls, and they love boxes. True story. Hey Azalea, how you doing? If you're watching or ever watch, welcome back, Gaz. We'll definitely get in touch about crochet coursing. We're definitely going to be doing that. I'm definitely learning crochet. I finished my knitting. I probably showed that to other people, but it's right here. I got to do some blocking later on today. I knitted this big old. It's a crescent, and it's a scarf. Yeah, no, it's very cool. It's got lacy bits and all sorts, but that's not now. This isn't a show off all the creative things I've done in the last few months. Stream. This is the lovely creative gifts that I've been given. I'm not trying to kill you. I'm trying to empower you to be the best you that you can be, to give you more opportunities to let me call you heroes rather than adventurers.
Rather than zeros.
I wouldn't call you that. Not to your face. Magnus, there's a boar charging at you.
I think it might be hammer time.
It very
Can I
well
just
could be.
Swing his hammer, which for flavor's called Petunia,
Yes,
just around into the head of one of these balls
absolutely. You
to just try to
wind
knock it
up and
inside.
swing. Oh goodness, I'm rolling so weird today.
That's a 13.
I'm sorry, that's a 14 from me. I rolled another 12. It's been
I
12,
knew-
1,
I knew it was
12.
gonna be high.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. Let's get that die out of there. You swing, narrowly missing this boar as it charges in underneath and gets within range slightly quicker than you expected. It tries to gore you, the gall of it. How do you feel about defending against it? It's, yeah, would you like to try and avoid its charge?
Okay, so it's trying to gore me with two things. Since I've missed, can I then pull back around and use the handle of my hammer to
Yeah,
like
absolutely. You as you swing and this thing ducks in underneath, you quickly pull back to try and defend against its oncoming charge.
Okay, so I might do a brawn check and then I get a +1 from my leather armor. Do I add hammer time as well?
You certainly can.
Okay, what did you get?
I got an 8.
Oh, I got a 20.
Oh, that's pretty good. So that's a difference of 12
A
against.
20, unnatural.
Yeah,
In a D12 game.
in a D12 game. Yeah, you swing back round. The initial blow, merely a feint to draw it in closer for your actual attack, and as it's about to collide with you, you get that hammer right in front of it and it just crashes right into it. Its movement is immediately arrested and its front legs try and outrun the back legs for a moment. It does take some limit damage, and it is also not feeling too great about things. That was that die. Hey, Cascade.
Mm-hmm.
There's after barreling through the mud, this other boar and one of the other boars charges at you. It's like, thanks for the mud, but boar's got a boar.
Mm-hmm. I guess I will try to dive out of the way.
Sure. Give me agility.
Yep.
Yeah.
Can I try finding her feet? Because I'm trying to use
Yeah.
my feet.
Sure, absolutely.
Woohoo! It gives me a +1.
Are you sure not Power of the Ocean? Because diving. Just
I can't dive into mud though. It's not like water. It's
Yeah.
thick and goopy.
well, don't flounder too much in the mud.
Hold another one.
Oh,
We're changing dice.
goodness.
Ooh.
That's it.
Deal.
Hey, Rhoda, how's it going? So a total of 2. That's a difference of 8. You are slammed by this boar. It just collects you. You sort of dive out of the way, and it just picks you up in midair. You take 3 limit damage as this thing barrels into you. Meanwhile, Kale, a boar sniffs around at the bottom of your tree, circling angrily. Its little feeties just scratching at the bark, wishing it could roll a 17 to climb.
Good.
Yeah.
Just gonna chill in the tree.
Hey.
Now, how high up did Cascade get thrown up, or just up in the air a little bit?
Oh no! Like went to dive to the side, and like this is the second time they've been spear tackled today. It's really going poorly.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I was like, here we go. I'm gonna do the.
Right, that's terrible. I love it.
If this fails, it'll be hilarious.
What are you? Sorry. What are you trying?
I want to tie one end of my rope onto one of the tree branches and swing down like a known figure in TV of swinging and trying to get
Yeah.
help Cascade.
Like a jack of all trades, like a Bruce Campbell jack of all trades, or like a Zorro.
We'll see how the roll goes of how
Yeah,
how
let's
happy
see
this
which
looks,
one you
or if I
get. Yeah, this is a
Well,
defining character
Wile E.
moment.
Coyote. Yeah, I might Wile E. Coyote into the other side.
You
We'll see.
may,
I mean,
yeah.
I'm gonna nimbly use my. This one, I'm gonna use my nimble fingers to make sure I tie the rope snugly, but
Yep.
then we'll see how the rest goes.
Absolutely.
It would have looked cool, but that's a total of like an 8.
Total like an 8. And this was to swing down and do a little bit of a boop on the boar?
And no, try to get Cascade away from the
Oh,
door
okay.
up into the trees.
Sure. As the rope tied on, no worries. The swing looking really good. You're on target. You're gonna make it. You're gonna make it.
Glitters on point.
Yeah,
falling behind you.
everything triggers as it's meant to be. The background stripes just in the right way. You see the sakura blossoms start to appear in the background, and then you notice the boar that was waiting at the bottom of the tree, rocketing through space at you.
Forgot about that one.
Yeah. Would you take 2 limit damage, please, as it
No.
slams into you? Your swing is
No.
now off a little bit, and you sort of careen out on an arc, swinging around.
If you're giving me the option, no, I don't want to take 2 limit points. I'll take maybe 1.5. We can
Take 2
negotiate.
limit points.
Okay. Taking. It's the
Thank
voice.
you.
The
Yeah,
convincing
it
voice.
is. It is. Sometimes you just got to be firm. Hey, Modakian,
Do I
what
still
you
make
doing?
it-
You've just seen your friend swing down from a tree and get collected by a boar. There's 2 distinct areas in this combat. There's the side that's going okay, and the side that's just having lots of non-consensual hugs.
Shenanigans.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I run up to this boar that's just swung at Kale.
Yep.
And basically just to sort of keep up the level of this imagery. So someone on a rope swinging past and it had to go and land. So he's going to come up behind and basically tap it on the shoulder, and then when it turns around, go whack with a long sword.
Right. Yeah, coming for the...
Excuse me, sir.
I'm here to talk about your extended warranty.
I'm here to talk about your tax return.
Sorry to be a bore.
So actually, I'm rolling brawn.
Wow.
Huh?
Hey.
Huh?
Hey.
Huh?
Yeah.
And yeah, also kind of reckless as far as I'm
Yeah.
concerned. 12.
4. So with a difference of 8. Which is quite significant against this boar as you tap it on the shoulder. And for a moment it feels oddly anthropomorphized into humanoid to have shoulders rather than haunches, or I guess there's still shoulders at the front. Either way, it turns round and finds your longsword ready. It does not find it ready for very long, as it's finished its job already, as once again a boar is dropped in a single blow by the fearsome Mordakian.
Nice.
Hey, who wants to go next? If you don't want to, a boar will.
I don't know how we land it, but I kind of imagine KO and myself just kind of flop onto like the pile of mud I've created next to each other.
Well, Kao's
after
still
my being
swinging
thrown.
on the rope. They just got
Oh, okay.
battered like the foxiest pinata you've seen today.
I'm a volley, like a tether ball. I've got
Yeah, absolutely. Just swinging around the tree now. It's
Yeah.
fantastic.
Never mind.
Yeah.
I was going to just lean over and heal you, but you might be a little out of reach if you're still on a rope.
Yeah. Yeah, they
You gotta
didn't
wait for
fail
the
at
swing
that,
back.
but they did fail to account for boar. The boar that was attacking you is now is it's sort of menacing you. You're both on sort of the ground. It's doing its thing.
I don't attack. I can throw water at it. Like, I don't think the water's gonna hurt it.
What are you gonna do about it then?
Put up a shield. You can
Yeah.
make some tea for it. Maybe sit down and have a pleasant discussion instead of all this violence.
Yeah, you
Act
can
like
take
not a
defensive
target.
actions if you want. And
Yeah,
yeah.
I
Okay.
guess I'll just try and
Make
put up
a-
a shield or something.
Yeah, make a brains check with your magic
Mhm.
and try and set up a shield. It will come through as a game changer, which would be a +3 on your next defense roll.
Okay. That's a 6 plus 8 is 14.
Yeah, fantastic. You pull in moisture and form up a shield around you. The spore starts to have a go at you. It really gets in there and starts attacking. Could you make a agility defense roll? You have a +3 in addition to any skill or and your agility bonus.
I guess I could do finding her feet again. Like,
Yeah.
just
Trying
plonk
to
my
sort of
feet
scramble
into the
back
ground.
and get away from
Yeah.
the boar. Yep.
Yeah.
Sure.
So that'll give me a +4 in total.
Nope.
Oh no, is it another what?
Oh my goodness. That is not great. Uh,
That's the third dice that I have gone through.
Really,
I have,
really hope that downstairs is this actual save point, not another trap. We might need it.
So
against
I
these
have
boars.
a number of dice we
Yeah.
are going through today.
that was a 5 total, was it?
Yes.
Yep. Okay. That is a difference of 4, which is another point of limit damage. 2 points of limit damage, as
Hit me, baby.
this boar pursues you, runs you down. It forces its way through the shield, just making you feel exhausted from the effort of holding it back.
You're not like the walruses.
Where are the Boruses?
I don't like
I
that.
should have used a Russian accent. That would have been something different. Hey, Magnus, you got this
Hey.
guy in front of you. You know it's looking a bit dazed. If it was to attack, it probably wouldn't have a good shot. If it was defending, it would probably be unable to. How do you want this to play out?
How close am I to a tree?
Within
Not to ask this question again.
within needful range.
Okay. Am I able to hook my hammer into the tusks and then just spin it around into a tree?
Yeah, sure. Go for it. That sounds fun.
That is a 20 again.
Well, that's a turn up. Mine's a 1 total.
Just tear its head off.
Yeah,
I mean,
you
honestly, if that's what happens.
you have this boar hooked. You slide your hands in and grab the tusks. It's locked in on your hammer's shaft, and you spin around. The tree is sudden and definite, and the most real thing that the boar will ever feel again. As it crumples to the ground. It sort of crumples to the ground after it's folded in half and passes by the tree, not so much through the tree. But yeah, the boar is dead in a convincing manner. I believe that leaves just the one that is haranguing Cascade.
Help!
Dive into the trees again.
Yeah? Fantastic. Go for it.
What else can I use for this? It is darker in here.
Yeah, it's definitely shady under the trees. And it's definitely not sunlight.
No. Or I do the anime cool thing. I'm still hung around, but my feet are running along the tree lines. Like the trees, I dash sideways somehow with the glitter and everything behind me.
Yeah.
It's hilariousness. Part of me wants to win this. Part of me wants like a super low score to face plant in the mud. Let's see. The dice have decided it is a 10.
The dice have indeed decided. And I have a total of 4. And as you swing around on the tree, you finally catch your momentum again. You plant your feet on the first tree and launch off the next tree, spinning you around as you dart around the small clearing. The rope catches on another branch and pulls you in closer as you launch your assault in on this boar. You
I have one dagger out. One dagger out is what I was gonna. One weapon out.
Yeah. You have a difference of 6, and as you swing back in, the momentum flicks you out off your rope. With your dagger, you sail through the air. You cut a nasty gash across the back of this boar as you pull it away and drag its attention away from Cascade. You land in superhero 3-point contact, skidding a little bit along the ground as you spend the rest of your momentum. The boar spinning around with an arc of red spraying across its back. It's still there. It's still going, but it's unhappy.
I'm gonna stop attacking us.
Well,
We're gonna make friends. Not...
Stop me yourself, coward.
Stupid
The
boars.
boar can't talk, but it looks like it's saying that.
I guess Mordakian is going to put himself in between Kale and the boar and swing that sword again.
Yeah.
What did we decide that was? 2, 3, 1. That's plus 10.
Very good. I got a 7, which is a difference of 3, which is enough. As the boar spins and angrily paws at the ground. Paws? Hooves. There's another word. I can't think of it right now.
It's your world. It's your world.
Yeah,
Could be
no.
paws.
It could be paws. All the boars have paws. Boar paws.
Oh,
Yeah.
toe beans.
Yeah, little toe beans on boars. It hooves at the ground, tearing up the turf in this wooded area. It's about to charge, and just stepping out from behind a tree, Mordakian gently slides the blade to rest, sheathing it in this boar. It looks over to the side and then leans over to the other side and drops. The boars are dead. You killed them.
Will immediately make myself useful, so I feel like I have a point in this party because I can do jack shite and look around. Kale needs healing.
Kale's injured. I don't know. So are
Anyone
you
else?
too. Don't
Yeah,
forget
me.
yourself. Yeah.
Yeah,
Heal
I'm
yourself,
on 1 of
yeah.
6.
Yeah, heal
Yeah.
yourself first.
I'm gonna still try to heal as many people as possible.
Okay.
I think we're the were we the only 2 that got injured this
Yeah.
round?
Now you roll good. That's an unnatural 20.
Well, to be fair, rolling terrible on that would be bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, if there's a time you want to roll high.
Absolutely.
I mean, I get, like, even if I roll a 1 on my heals, I get a 9.
Yeah.
So,
So it's pretty good.
Yeah.
You're a reliable healer.
yeah.
That's a huge recovery. That's 3 recovery on that medical check, on that healing check.
Okay. So that brings me up to 4, and then Kale also needs healing.
Yep.
Are we going to attempt to go down to the safe spot, or did we trust that either?
That's another 19.
Another 19.
So you can
get 3 limit back as well.
Yeah.
As you take your time to recoup and gather yourself. Magnus really did obliterate that thing, Brad. We've built OP characters and we need to up these minor inconveniences to next time it's... Oh, Bear's a minor too.
I just got 12 on the dice.
You did. It was really good.
I cannot always do that.
You could if
It
you
was half
tried.
dead already,
Not with
so-
that attitude.
You gotta will the
I
dice
only
to...
applied myself.
You gotta Jedi the dice to a 12
Manifest.
every time.
Manifest.
Manifest it in period.
Yeah.
The secret.
Live, love, roll 12s. Whatever. You recover after a short while. Cascade ministering to your wounds. You finally feel ready to move on, and within a short while you find the next stairs up to the level above. I'm going to ask you all to decide left or right. I want a unanimous decision.
Is there anything to differentiate the two?
No. I'm just asking which direction on the piece of paper where I have the encounters that I'm planning on running. Which one you want to face first? The one
Right.
arbitrarily to the
right.
left? Or the
Which
one
one is the
arbitrarily to the right?
which is the one that's the least harmful encounter?
And then, right will be right, and then the other one will be left.
Yeah.
Right is always right.
Yeah.
There's nothing to indicate.
But have you factored in that Tails never fails?
But it's not tails, it's left.
I know.
Tail's gonna spin in a circle and point.
Oh my god, Kale is Tails!
Yep.
Um,
Tail stops and the tail points to which way the direction.
so do we have a consensus on right?
I can legitimately flip a coin.
Flip a
Yeah,
coin.
Up to you. What's
Okay.
which?
So this is from a dice set I got from The Witcher. So we've got
Oh, nice.
Head Boy, and we've got the
Heart
loot.
boy. So it's
Um,
Yasker
Loot
or
for left?
Loot.
Lefty looty.
So
Yeah, lefty loot.
so left is now Tails, never fails. Right, which is always right, is now heads.
lefty loot.
Because head is always right.
No,
Because
seldom. Follow your
guy-
heart. That bitch knows.
the guy looks like he's. Ah, it's head.
Oh my gosh.
Going to the
Here we
right.
go.
All right.
You're going right. I crossed out the wrong
Tail
one.
tries to go
That's
to the
okay.
left. The
It still works.
tail stops him and pulls him to the right. So, even though this is a fake tail, still acting like it's real.
You get to the top of the ramp that leads up. It felt like it was a cliff wall, although the tower sort of curved back in. This place is kind of weird. It's giving you a bit of a mild headache. But as you get to the top of this ramp, you feel stairs under your feet again, and you sort of look back down, and the forest is gone, and there's just stairs leading back down. You look ahead, and there is a heavy door ahead of you. Thick oaken wood with heavy iron bandings running across it.
Go. Head to the door.
Yeah. It's not locked, and it swings open easily. You see a dusty old bedroom. You can see a dead and decaying old body on there. Looks feminine, judging by the attire, the nightgown, the cute little bonnet, the slippers on the side of the bed. Everything's dusty and just old, but not old like it's been in harsh weather conditions. Almost mummified, preserved in this dry interior of the tower.
We can just. We shouldn't. We know we don't trust this because we've ran into a situation like this before with the stupid velvety one. I keep trying to think, like, Kale, half of Kale wants to just try to talk with everyone and actually get the other half of Kale wants to shoot an arrow at it.
At the
Like,
body.
on the edge of the door.
That can only go well.
I mean, zombies might have feelings, we don't know.
Yeah, not to be a buzzkill. Is there anything we need from this room? Are there, like, steps leading off it? Can we just leave?
You can cross the room, and there seems to be a door on the far side.
Let's not disturb the dead. Let's just carry on.
The dead
Yeah, I'm gonna keep
are already disturbed, and
one
as
eye
you
on-
as you make your way quietly across the room, there's a dry, rasping breath pulling in air, and you watch as another spectre lifts itself out of the corpse. Its shriveled remains. Yeah.
Can I just like turn to her and go, "Sorry for disturbing you. We just need to pass through. Like we don't
Housekeeping.
just passing through."
Make a bond roll.
Ooh. Don't think I have anything I can add, but I do get a +4 to bond. It's an 8 for a total of 12.
Yeah. You address the spectre as it pulls itself up, the long limbs creaking and dusty, and you say that you're just passing through. Okay then. Don't mind me. There's a sigh as the spectre leans back down into the body and rests.
Sorry
It's
for
the least
disturbing
dangerous
you.
one. You're welcome.
Ah, yeah, see, right was right. I told you.
Good choice on being diplomatic there.
I don't think that would work, but good job.
I have a use, apparently. Look, I'm not
Diplomacy.
good at fighting, but I can do diplomacy, I guess.
You are
I
a
don't know.
diplomat.
Yeah.
Very diplomatic.
To determine the order of the final path through the tower, I want you to come to a decision between multiplication and division.
Oh, gosh. Brad, help! Give us a hint.
This shit isn't in the book.
Exponential differential equations, please.
Yeah. You want
I
to
feel
beat
like this
monsters
one
with
should
math?
be
I'm gonna.
answered by our accountant. Sorry, Lyndon.
I choose a logarithmic formula.
This is me addressing you, the players, not you, the characters, being addressed by the tower. Hey, yo.
Division divides things. So maybe you can multiply more.
Yeah, I was leaning towards multiplication.
Yeah.
Okay.
Not
One thing
really.
about division was I'm still working on this one. It was just like we will be able to get over the thing. Something over something. No. Yep. No. Definitely multiplication.
Yeah. Nah, I'm with you. Multiplication.
I could come with either. I'm like, nope. All I had was division to divides us. And that's as far as I could get. Like, nope, just nothing came.
But yeah.
Very
Get what you're
good.
saying about over, but yeah. No, multiplication. Let's go.
You
Yes.
move forward.
Could have chosen division, but I'm over it.
There we go.
There you are. You open the door leading from the chamber, and you are in what appears to be another grand stone chamber, long, stretching out sort of into the distance. There's columns, not unlike a forest, but also quite unlike a forest, stretching out along the center of this open chamber. There is a rug leading up to a large statue that's standing over an open door.
Head to the door. Oh, wait, no, before we go, I speak to the stone statue, and I'm like, we're not trying to disturb you, we're just trying to pass through. It worked last time.
Kale will not enter the room. Kale will peer into this room.
Sure.
Sorry for disturbing you, we're just passing through.
Yeah.
Let us through.
Yep.
If we want to go dark, Kale sends Tuna in.
Guys, Mordakian will address the carpet and say, sorry for disturbing you. We're just trying to
Just
pass
apologize to everything for existing.
Yeah. Magnus is just gonna say, if this room has more dead things, I'm not gonna be happy.
The stony-faced statue doesn't have any response. It just stands there, presiding over its open doorway like some kind of monolithic figure. You're being stonewalled by it. It's not terribly. It's not
Maybe
really
it's just
conversational.
What's the geometry here? Is it like, when you say over the doorway, is it like straddling?
It's straddling. There's a full-size doorway which comes up to around about knee height on this thing. It's open. It's just an open frame. It's standing in the middle of this open area. The doorway has another room on the other side. No walls around it. It's just a door frame. But you can see your way forward.
Just like you're on the right path statue. Like, well done, you reached the end. Here you go, ginormous statue.
This is your prize.
Just gonna try and get round a bit and check whether looking around the doorway is any different than looking through it.
Yeah, you make your way around to the back, and the back of the frame it sort of pulls at your eyes. You look at it and there's a distinct feeling of that space pulling into itself. It's not shifting, it's just sort of hazy and murky. But the more you look at it, the more it sort of just hurts.
Okay, the back of the arch is spooky.
And through the front.
Kale checks out the spooky side first.
Yeah, it pulls at your eyes. It's the second most annoying thing you've ever seen, after the sun.
Stupid door. Goes back around.
Yeah.
I guess head to the door.
Okay.
Okay.
You know that it's ominous when
Feeling
the
the
game
urge
master.
to everyone
Yeah.
go through quite quickly.
Yeah, you know.
Obvious trap is obvious.
You know it's going to be ominous when the GM asks you what your marching order is, but instead, I would like you each to roll a d12, and that will place you in order, highest first to lowest.
Why now? Wow.
Every time you don't want to be in front.
Why am
9.
I going
We
to
don't
start
know.
with a 1?
I got a 6.
Yep.
You're going into rejected pile.
Kale?
You just cursed me.
Kale got a 7.
7. Cool.
Oh.
And Wodakian.
9.
9. Fantastic.
So it makes you feel better. Magnus is, taking up the rear in case anything sneaks up on us.
Yeah. Cascade.
Hi.
How are you going through this thing?
nose up, formal. I'm an ambassador here on a mission, and I'm going to do my job so that my parents know I can do this shit and leave me alone.
Right. So with just utter confidence and a surety about your position to be there.
We have grindstone statues in the cabins under the sea, like in Atlantis. There's massive statues everywhere. It's just decorative.
Do they ever punch you when you try and walk through the door in between their legs?
No.
So you'd be unaccustomed to dodging the punch that's just being thrown down by the statue as you walk in towards the door.
We've already established I am not agile at all, so yeah.
Yeah, so how would you like to defend yourself?
I guess I genuinely don't know. I probably just reflective try and not get hit when I notice it coming.
Yeah.
Can Kale attempt to assist in dashing quickly and at least either tackle, move, bump, something? Both of us taking the blow and splitting the damage instead?
I will allow it. I want both of you to roll. I'm going to say it's agility for Kale. And with the assistance, Cascade, you'll have a +2.
Mm-hmm.
And how do you want to get out of the way?
We've already been gored by
How do you want to arrest the attack that is coming at you?
So, I said agility.
Yeah.
If I'm playing honestly, I kind of think Cascade would not notice this. She has a -2 in senses. She's not aware about this. So if I'm being honest, as much as it's going to suck to basically negate my advantage, I genuinely think she would not notice this.
Cool.
Yeah.
Okay.
Which means it's a 0.
All right.
Roll.
Straight roll. With a +2. Is that a 1?
She died. Unless I roll really, really well.
Hold up. Check this shit out.
Oh no!
That's like dice number 6 and 7.
This is not good. I won't be held responsible for the actions of your dice.
Oh, okay, my camera is. I got a 10 on my
10.
die.
Okay.
Plus
Cool.
my stuff, which is a +6, so I got a 16.
A 16.
Attempting to help.
That is great. What I'm going to do in this case is I'm going to advise that your total was, you had a 1 plus anything? Plus the 2 for the assistance? No? That just negated your negative, yeah? Okay. You stride forward, confident this just there. You've made it so far. Here's the welcoming. Yeah. Here's the welcome in.
It's the entrance statues when you enter into a grand temple. It's totally fine.
You see the statue winding back and throwing this massive punch. You dart forward and grab onto Cascade, wrapping your body around as the fist connects and clicks you both. Your momentum in the direction the punch is going carries you some way, but you both take 2 limit damage and are thrown across the room by this blow. The statue straightens back up to its standing position as it guards this door once more.
Wait.
Ouch.
And I completely forgot to ask. When we peeked around the other side of the door, was it like the back of a door? Or did we just see through to the other side and see the others down, like just over there? Did we actually see anything from the back side?
No, the back side is just a horrible eye-sucking void that pulls at your vision and makes it hurt. I'm trying to think of something that would universally make people's eyes feel that way.
It's the visual representations of nails on a chalkboard.
Yeah, it's kind of like that.
Is it a shadowy place?
It's not shadowy. it's
We're not gonna do that.
you know in video games when like there's a glitch, and it just sort of captures. You come around and you see where that glitch is, and it just grabs whatever is behind it, and then no matter where you move, it stays like that. It's sort of like that. The first thing you see through it is it's just frozen there, and it pulls at the eyes, and it feels just so unpleasant.
I think we have to make our way through the front. We have to figure out how to deal with this statue.
You two are barreled over to the side. Magnus and Mordakian, you're still there. Mordakian, you were technically up next in the marching order. Yeah.
I think so. What he was doing was trying to, like, as Cascade went through, you know, all bold, trying to just whip around the side. And may actually have started trying to move a bit faster and a bit less existently when things happen to go down. I think that would probably be the way he'd react, would be to just try and zoom through.
Take that
with
opportunity.
The original plan.
Yeah.
Okay.
Roll that through.
So, yeah, agility is going to try and ghost it.
Yep.
I think that's the whoa, you know,
absolutely.
Best way to avoid a punch is no be there, as they said in that one movie. 13.
Fantastic. You dart towards it, your form streaking as you drift from this plane. The creature sees you coming towards it. Its job is to defend this door, and it swings that huge stone fist down. You feel that slipping as you move between this veil and the next. The fist passes clean through as you skid through the door. You're in the next room. You can look back and you see into the other room, the fist moving back up, your friend standing on the other side.
We gotta run for it.
Or hammer time it to pieces.
I've got two options I could do, but I think seeing Mordakian kind of dart through, Magnus is kind of going to use his hammer to pole vault. Like as soon as he hits the statue, can imagine the fist going out. It's just going to.
Are you trying to hurt it or get past it?
Get past it.
Okay, very good. So
would that be brawn to like muscle, or would it be agility to do it quickly?
So you're trying to leverage off the punch, off the swing, or
no, pole vault off the hammer.
Okay.
But just as soon as he hits the statue, just to quickly through the door.
As soon as who hits the statue?
Magnus.
So I'm confused. You're running at this thing. You're gonna hit the statue?
So the hand comes down, and when the hand comes down, you're putting the hammer to use that to pull over to get into the door.
So does the hand go down or out?
It punches. It sort of just swings down. It's unfairly fast in its movements.
Gotcha. No, yeah. So Magnus is gonna like run. As soon as he sees the hand start moving, he's gonna put the business end of his hammer on the ground.
Yep.
And then use that to propel himself through the door.
Right. That makes more sense. So you're seeing this as a bit of an agility speed thing, or are you trying to muscle up and use your strength to launch yourself with unnatural speed?
I think it would be strength to kind of muscle up and then
all right,
put all of his weight into.
We'll go with brawn on it, and I'm picking a hammer time on here. Throw that nat 20. A nat 20.
Oh, it's half of that, so 10.
A 10. Okay. It is. You launch yourself forward. The hand slams down. It tries to just flatten you. But your timing was correct. Unfortunately, you didn't account for the shockwaves of this hand, this huge weighty stone planting on the ground. The ground shakes and the hammer slips. You don't make it through the door, but you don't get hit either. As you skid into the area around its feet, it starts resetting. The other two have bailed yourself up from the ground now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. For my action this turn, I literally just turn to Kale and just like grab their face and like, most important thing, get Tuna through. Give you a cleansing heal and also give you Tuna, because I know you're more likely to get through without damage than me.
Yeah, the intent the first time was to not have you get smashed in one hit, and instead take it, split it, and then we'll figure out.
Yeah, no, you just get through, and I've got an idea, but that'll be my action this turn, per se. But yeah.
Fantastic.
I've got an idea, but you just get through. Yeah.
I said, do you need help or need assistance getting through, or just want me to just try to get through?
Just try and get through. That's why I've given you Tuna.
Yeah. So with
Tuna must live on!
Kale puts on plot armor.
Yep.
And part of Kale wants to try to climb. Well, just curiosity wants to climb this bit. Try to cover. No, Kale's gonna just try to just. So how well lit is this? Are there any shadows around the area that make it a bit harder to be seen?
Only the shadow cast by the statue itself, and even then, it's a very soft shadow. Everything here is just like a ambient fill light.
Yes, it's like ambient light.
It's almost annoying, but not quite daylight
Just
annoying. Yeah.
Then Kale's gonna do what Kale does and dash quickly and agile wise.
Yep.
Try to get through.
That's why I gave you Tuna.
Yep.
How'd you go?
16.
That's much better than the number I rolled. You dart past as this hand. You see the golem's head sort of cocked towards you. The hand swings out towards you to try and grab you, but you skid easily underneath and dart through the door.
And make sure you put your limit points healed by 2 as well.
Yeah.
Got that as well. Thank you. Yes, thank you.
Yeah.
Magnus, you're right by the door, and this thing's hand has just gone out of the way. What do you want to get up to?
Am I currently prone? Am I on the ground?
You're sort of. I mean, you're recovering,
Fine.
but there's no prone
Smash
condition in this, really.
Well,
Yeah.
yes. But
Like it was a stalemate, so I can't really penalize you for that. But it just didn't work. So, yeah.
Okay. Am I able to run through the door?
Yeah, you can probably
Before the
just
hand?
get through there quickly while it's busy.
Yeah.
You
I'm not going to do anything fancy.
jump up and dart through towards the door, having landed just quite close to it. Cascade, you're the last one on the other side.
Cool.
Can we assist you?
Cascade
See
knows.
you soon.
Cascade knows land sucks.
Yeah,
She's overland.
yeah.
So what I would like to try to do is go running forward, and as I run, summon water jets from my hand, and instead of run, just kind of slide like a fish on water and just kind of belly flop through. And
Are
do
you
a water
gonna
slide,
Are you
hopefully,
gonna
like a
slip and
penguin.
slide this? This is fantastic.
Wet and slippery. I'm gonna make the ground wet and slippery and just try to penguin it.
I would very much like for this to succeed.
Me too.
Well,
But this is also I wanted you to go first, because if I make the ground wet and then you try to run. Yeah.
let me know how you get on with this. I'm
So
doing my
I'm just
best.
think I can add power of the ocean.
Yes, absolutely.
Is it bond or is it agility?
Um,
Because I am running. 'Cause
you
bond is more.
Bond is
it's
interpersonal thing.
It is.
Not,
I would-
It's
I would-
agility.
its agility is more likely. We could possibly
Could it
look
be
at.
like brains with the magic-y.
Yeah, it could be. I'm just trying to justify it to myself.
Agility makes more logical sense to me. I
yeah.
will still get a +3.
Agility or
even if I use
precision
agility.
is your choice.
They're the same.
They're the same. Then
Yeah.
it's your
You're like
choice.
two of my stats. They're just two of the lowest.
Yeah.
I think agility makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, agility
does.
seems logical to me.
You know.
Yeah. Don't be a 1. Don't be a 1. Don't be a 1. Wow, it's a 2.
The dice. Leave this as a cliffhanger so you'll get a breath before you die.
How did you get on?
Damage. That's a 5.
A 5. Wonderful. You will be happy to know that I rolled a 1.
Ooh.
And that makes it a stalemate. And as you skid harmlessly past, you avoid narrowly the hand as it tries to crush you. Your friends waiting by the door as soon as you get within range reach through and yank you through at the
Power
point
of
where they
friendship.
can help because they wanted to.
The power of friendship, the +1 to get you over the line.
They then
Give me it.
they then bump you up enough to actually succeed and get through without having to fight the golem. And let me see. We've done that.
That's the end of the party. The golem slams its leg shut, and we're all trapped in it.
Yeah. And as you all skid through, you are in an unusual chamber. It's sort of like the others, but it feels a little more real. There is furniture here. It's kind of pleasant, feels kind of safe. And you see that there is a plain blue door hovering in the air before you, identical to the front door of the tower. And that's where we'll pick up next time. Yay!
It sucks. Land sucks. Put me back under the water.
Put me back, put me back, put me back!
Put that thing back where it came from.
Also happy. Hey, thanks everyone for coming along and watching us play a wonderful little game. You all have done very well to survive Crazy Gert's tower so far. I can't wait to see what happens on the other side of the blue door.
We're sitting down, we're having tea, we're not going to the door, we're going to stalemate the GM until they get bored and give us the win.
No, we get past the golem again. We go back to the harp room. We never leave.
Precisely.
These are
stay in the
all
save room.
perfectly valid plans. Right, so let's say goodbye for everyone. Anyone got anything they wanna share? Anything coming up? Any stuff they're doing?
Honestly, no, just hopefully just having a nice weekend. A hopefully
Fantastic.
relaxing weekend.
Hopefully you're enjoying the weather and not getting too hot.
We're gonna go back up into the 30s for you guys. The 30s again coming up on Tuesday and Wednesday, but then it'll cool down after that for a little bit.
That's valid. Yeah. I can't wait till it's warm again and I'm dressed appropriately. It's a little bit chilly, not gonna lie.
Hoping my apartment comes through, and we'll see if I get the hopefully good news in that. We'll see.
Fantastic. Hey you guys, you got anything you want to shout out? Amy, you're doing a stream tomorrow, aren't you? Not just tomorrow.
I am indeed.
Yes, an unusual Sunday stream.
I am starting a Sunday stream, and it's going to be Stardew, which I'm really excited about. Hopefully, I do better in that than this. Although this afternoon we'll be punishing my dice, as Smalt has suggested, because I think they're angry that I haven't used these ones in a while. I couldn't find my regular dice, so I had to resort to some of my collection, and I don't think they're very happy that they haven't been used in a long time. So
That's
yeah.
why
That's why you gotta charge them up.
I just recommend using all your dice all the time and just picking randomly from them.
But I like using the Sammy Chaos dice. Like, yeah, I roll ones, but I also roll nice numbers on there too. Like, they give it and they take it.
They do.
Today it was just pain.
Well, that's what you get if you choose chaos.
I think I went average today. I had a lot of average rolls.
Yeah. I was hot and cold.
The dice told a story.
They
The
did.
story was pain.
Yeah.
The story was Kale almost wily coyoted into a tree. Almost left the imprint there. Just a couple few more rolls less. That would have been an imprint to the tree, but I'm on a 6, Matt.
Yeah.
Apart from Stardew tomorrow,
Yeah.
and then my regular streams, I don't think there's anything else for
not
me
much
to...
new. Nice. You got anything coming up, Severin?
Fate of Eisen podcast. Tune in.
This is coming
Severin
Wednesday.
Gordon, comedy person. Exactly. And then not something I'm involved with in any capacity, but go to some games in the Women's FIFA World Cup. I'm going to one tonight.
Nice.
Go support sport. They've been jolly good.
Very
Even
good.
though we lost to the Philippines, still mad.
I don't know. Was it a good game?
It was exciting.
Yeah.
Like we got a shot that went off the post. Like, it was so close. We had one that was disallowed for offside. Like, just.
Oof.
Oof.
Those are all words.
Yay, sport!
Those are sport
Did-
words that must do
did-
something with sports.
Did the ball do the thing? Go ball.
You know, I support the ball.
Yeah.
The ball's doing fantastic.
Ball.
I could do with less balls in my life. Lyndon, how's it going?
Yarn balls are quite nice.
Yeah, I do need some more yarn. That's true.
There you go.
I don't have much on. I might do more of this soon.
Fantastic.
And then the Yes and Charity stream at the end of next month.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I'm also part of that.
Yeah, me
Also
too.
part of that.
Sorry.
You can
Sorry,
donate to a
Chaos.
good cause while messing up our gameplay.
Yeah.
Heck yeah.
I'll be one of the ones hopefully donating to mess up the game. Depends on the timing.
Yeah.
Because it's
Fantastic.
the end of August, right? Not early
Correct.
September. Or
26th to the 27th of August,
Yeah.
12 p.m.
Yeah.
to 12 p.m. New Zealand time.
Mm.
Yeah, you can figure out when that is.
And yeah,
No idea.
I've been thinking a lot about my character, who is a posh Cavalier Knight called Sir Gerald Srit Robert Gobblesbane the Fifth.
He makes us say the whole name every time.
But he likes to be called Conker.
Yeah.
And I was slightly afraid that he would keep popping into my head as I tried to play this character. They managed to stay separate.
That's
Posh
fantastic.
Mordecai.
I'm just
Oh,
worried
goodness.
that I'll
Oh,
forget the voice of Trample. What's it before next week? But that's okay.
Make sure you upload the VOD and then you can watch it.
Yeah.
and enjoy yourself.
VODs will be on YouTube soon. I got to do
Yay.
some of that this afternoon.
You can always
Yeah.
drown them in between times and have
Yeah.
someone else show up.
Yeah, Lockie just comes in humph. Hey, hey, and it's me, Sammy D. I'm going to be back later on this afternoon after I've had some self-care break. I'm going to be doing a bit of a just chatting stream and working on getting OBS up and running so that I can stream on that instead of on Streamlabs, because it uses less overheads on my computer and it means I can probably do other things that I can't do right now.
Good
I'll
luck.
be around to
Yeah.
do your tests and helping out. So
I don't know
Probably
what
get
else is
chatting.
going on. A lot of people I
Yeah.
know. Oh, I've got. If you're in Gisborne, come along to Artemis Games tonight at 6:00. I'll be running Adventures League, and if you're lucky, you could get on a table with me. We won't get on the table because I haven't fixed the legs for them yet. But we can play D&D. Yeah,
if you're
It's
hanging
not
out in the Twitch
practicable,
space,
as they say.
yeah.
if you're hanging out in the Twitch
Packed
space,
table.
it's actually Stero's Twitch anniversary as well.
Oh yes,
They're
that's
doing a bunch
right.
of stuff.
Friend of the channel and part of Group 8, Cero over at Cero Does Stuff. I'm wondering if Amy's shouting out faster than I am.
I'm doing it right now.
Do the fancy
Bigger,
one. Yep, there we go.
bigger.
That's Sarah Does Stuff over on Twitch over here on Twitch. I played Kia's Mountain Trolls with them some weeks ago. Lovely streamer. Lots of RPG stuff. If you see the heart, go click it and go check them out later. It's their streamiversary. I think they got a couple games of Monster of the Week and another
A lot of stuff
tabletop
this
role-playing
weekend.
game. Yeah, so they'll be on and about. Go give them some support and show them some love. Tell them Sammy sent you. Or something, I don't know. Maybe not so dramatic. Yeah, just put some like trans hearts in there or shit. Hey, thanks for coming along today. I'm going to let my players go on time-ish. Because I kept them too long last time. You have a wonderful day. Hydrate, stretch, take your meds, and don't forget, most importantly, to love yourself. We're going to try and find someone to raid real quick. Who is on? I wonder if Zero's actually on. Zero is actually on right now. We're going to go over there and check them out. So let's do that. Click there. We're going to start the raid. I want to get a Twitch open so that I actually am there when we raid. Let me click this and do that. I can start the raid. There we go. What are they playing today? Here's Fati's Magical Funfair. A Monster of the Week one-shot. So it is some Monster of the Week. It's a very fun-looking game. I need to get in on some of that.
The guy whose carnival it is a great character.
Oh, fantastic. I better mute it when it comes up, otherwise it's going to play what you can hear when you get there. There we go. Starting the raid now. Hey, thanks. Have a fun day. I'll catch you later. See yous.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.